Right. Are we really looking for a game? Are we really looking for a game to capture, or are you just out of your element? You are. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, welcome to the Edge of the Empire. Today's mission is going to be a little bit of a pre-roll. Let's jump right in. Also, music's a little bit loud. That's better. Alright. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. In the last mission, you guys did a quick sabotage mission, blew up some Tabana gas containers, screwed some stuff up, picked up a Jawa companion, roundabout made yourself a menace.
Did we get XP?
You were supposed to get XP, but I forgot to give it to you, so I'll give it to you at the end of this session. Ranather is going to be jumping in at 9, and I haven't gotten a message back from Randall. So, we're going to give you guys a little bit of time before I throw you into the main mission. You guys have arrived back at your asteroid base. Any housekeeping you would like to do? You are free to go forward and do.
Did you guys get paid last time? Have I paid you yet?
For what time?
For this latest time that we went out.
Didn't we have like a whole thing where we were like, you were going to give them a percentage whenever you got paid? We had like half.
We landed with that.
Yeah, we had like half a session of you guys talking about that.
Definitely gonna keep that going.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome in.
Did I give it to our mercenary group yet? Not mercenary group. The flyers.
They don't get paid.
No, I meant the gear, the medium rifles and the laminate armor that we picked up on Nar Shaddaa.
Yep, you loaded that and that and these got loaded into the Corvette that you guys gave them.
Okay.
So that all got taken care of. For flavor purposes, will say, because we haven't jumped into the main part yet, that the Corvette that they're loaded into is actually still like orbiting outside, and they are loading up.
And where are they headed? Do we know?
You don't know. They have said that they are going to meet up with other space forces.
When there was something we were supposed to do with them, I can't remember.
I mean, there is stuff you're going to get doing them with when we get rolling. I wouldn't worry too much about that. That's going to take care of itself at some point. Just trying to give everyone a moment to settle in and catch up and start up.
Oh, can I get that? I talked to you about something. Give me a second. It's slow coming back. The droid brain thing.
Yes. I told you it was okay.
Can I get I just have to spend the money, and do we have to role play clean putting it in or something?
Yeah, we can have Clean do your installs. So, but for flavor purposes, you were going to use Tavi.
Yes.
Okay. So it's mostly going to be a software upgrade then, right?
I think that's the way that would work.
Let me double check what I said. I'm pretty sure that's what we said. Yep. Still got to pay for it, and you're gonna have to go to Mr. Clean and ask him to install. How would it work?
I would assume that the power armor has to have some kind of its own operating system.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got to be super rudimentary with the ability to be, it's got slots so you can add something else, make it better.
Okay.
Right?
You want high-speed connections.
In this, what I'm doing is I'm reconnecting those slots to my backup Tabby. So instead of putting another droid brain in there, we're just using the 2 we got.
Okay. So you're going to go to Mr. Clean and ask him to install your backups?
I've made some adjustments. I would like you to briefly look over them and do this for me.
Okay. So Mr. Clean's going to be like, yeah, I mean, you're a lot more advanced than any other droid I've worked with, but, let me take you into my shop. Now, remember, his shop is like a little house of horrors for you.
I've gotten over that whole organic and robotic thing. That's why in my house... What size arm did you want replaced?
So, he's going to put you in kind of a docking station and, root around in your guts a little bit. And he'll go ahead and get that installed. Make sure you deduct the $5,000.
Yep.
For the cost. Hey, we have a calm raccoon. And Kizik's popped in and out. Are you having comm issues?
I needed to be an admin so that I could speak while tabletop emulator is up. I'm still not getting heard. That's amazing.
No, I can hear you. Its quality's not great, but I can hear you.
And that's what that country internet does.
Country internet? Oh, God, you have moved out into the sticks, haven't you? You should be fine there. It's a big site.
They say I have 100 or 1,000, but I haven't made it over 6.
That's a slight difference.
Yeah, that's a huge difference.
I mean, I usually run at about 100 to 120, but I'm supposed to be getting 200, and that's not even the best plan you can get out here. Randall, everyone's gotten back. You come into your little room, and you on the base, and you check your new container of goodies. And as soon as you look at the status thing, you find that the refrigeration on this thing is only barely running adequately. It might need some adjustments. There's a couple different options you could do. You could try to adjust the things here, or you could take it with you onto the ship if you leave, or you could try other things like flushing it or making it smaller, or, however you want to deal with it. But it's looking like it's a little sketchy on the refrigeration.
All right. If I look, can I see if there is enough power on this asteroid to do what I need it to do?
Well, what you need it to do is a little bit of a question, because I was asking how you prefer to handle the situation.
Okay, so there is enough power on the asteroid if I wanted to just flush the lines or.
Well, when I say flush it, I mean like literally dump it out of the asteroid you won't have it anymore, but then it won't explode. Or you can try to move it into smaller containers, or you can move it onto the ship where you can keep it's more about keeping an eye on it. You can stabilize it right now. But as soon as you walk away, if this starts happening again, you won't be here to hit the buttons. You see what I'm saying? It's not about how much power is available. It's about it needs some babysitting, and you left it all alone.
Okay. I would like to break it up into 3 different pods. 1/3 is just going to get flushed and will not blow up, but also won't be able to be used anymore.
Okay.
1/3 I would like to take on the Proto Shadow and hook it up to cooling systems there, and then keep 1/3 here.
Okay. Let me find a adequate container to do that. Does anyone else have any ideas of stuff they would like to do?
Does anyone have criticals they need checked out? The doctor's in.
Not from you.
What?
No, thank you.
Can't understand what he's saying.
I think he said no thank you, but his microphone is a little scratchy.
Okay, I can take a look at that.
The scratchy mic.
I'll be right back.
I've got some cinnamon menthol rub lozenges.
These new tanks. I guess I should probably double check with the captain, although he just said he's stepping out. Before I come and bring this ridiculous explosive on the ship.
I love that answer. I meant to ask you, but I forgot.
Yeah, not just the explosive, but I also, hey, I'd like to take probably 1/4 of the ship's power to keep this stuff cool.
It's not going to take anywhere close to 1/4. It's not really about power. It's about it being stabilized. It's a very volatile substance. Great energy potential, but you have to babysit it.
Okay. Is it something that's easily babysat by a droid?
Only if that droid had all of your advanced knowledge about explosives.
I was hoping to convince Clean to program one of the cleaning droids to just sit here and check the gauge, but I'm getting flashbacks to the one Simpsons episode of Reasonable Accommodation.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, Homer has to hit Y every so often, and he eventually gets a bobbing bird to hit the Y key for yes. And things go horribly wrong.
Okay. We've done a little bit of Randall. We've done a little bit of Dr. Payne. Kizik, what is Waz up to?
In Waz's full flame stormtrooper armor, with Ember looking over his shoulder, he's going to walk into the Dr. Payne's room, Dr. Randall's room, and see a couple of canisters, and look down at the canisters, look up at Randall and say, "Will that power a flamethrower?"
If you want that flamethrower to explode and kill you and everyone within a mile, yes.
Can you make it a little bit smaller and a small cone-shaped projectile in front of me?
As far as I know, this stuff is just one really, really massive explosion. I might be able to figure something out to make a very, very fine comb to make it a flamethrower.
Well, it's not very fun.
What if you used a combination of a cryo ray and a projectile launcher? You know, you got they have that freezy gun, and then you make bullets out of your explosive goop there, and they shatter, melt, boom.
So, I will say that you do know that if you dilute this material, it becomes less volatile, but also much less effective.
Okay, so there's a possibility of making some sort of a flamethrower with it.
Yeah, I mean, you already use it as a replacement for gunpowder and bullets by diluting it.
Okay.
It's like highly powerful nitroglycerin, except for it has to be kept cold. It is also still sensitive to shocks, so you wouldn't want to drop one of these containers.
Okay. So yes,
Or let a droid handle it.
I mean, as long as the droid had normal-sized hands, it'd probably be okay.
yeah.
I can get a pair of those added. I'll put like little praying mantis hands under my other hands and just pop out. They can be sharp and pointy.
That won't have any negative consequences whatsoever.
Who wants hugs?
All right, so you guys may have noticed in the background, is Ghost back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You may have noticed in the background I put up some silhouettes of the various mission givers and NPCs that you've met that are relevant to the campaign to help steer you in the directions you might need to go. Since most of us are here, everyone I expect to be here until 9, you guys get or rather I should say Ghost, gets an emergency call from Ardos, who's on board the Corvette you guys have given him. So, the Ghost, Ghost, are you on the ship, I'm assuming?
Yes, I was hanging out with Lucy.
Okay. The comm rings.
Huh. Hold on, Lucy. Can you pause this? Yeah, I'll be right back. Hello?
Captain, the meeting place that the rebel leaders were supposed to meet at to vote on whether or not to have you join their ranks has fallen under attack. We have to go. We and when I say we, I mean like we're gonna need your help. We have to stop Jarrah's forces from killing the handful of leaders that have already gotten there at the station. Is there any way you could be ready to launch like now?
Yep, I'll call everybody up. And man, I'll get over my intercom and tell everybody to gather up. We're gonna have to go. Put down everything that you've got. If it's explosive, decide to take it with us or not.
Yes.
I don't know anything about that.
Yes, I'd like to store a portion of the liquid gas on the ship.
Okay. You get a set of coordinates, Ghost, from the Hutt Corvette, where it's within the system, but it's a small space station on a otherwise barren and unsignificant planet.
Okay.
And they're lined up and ready to leave, so they're pretty much waiting for you.
Yeah, did they already make an astrogation check?
They did. They provided you with coordinates, course, speed.
Yep.
They provided you with a copy of the distress call, which is super vague, other than we're being attacked by Jarrah's forces, please come help us. Not a whole lot.
Alright, guys, get ready for a fight. I guess I can put clacks in one of the gunner seats, right?
You absolutely can. You can command your crew to a reasonable extent. You can directly command 2 NPCs if you want, like, to take them with you as a part of an action. It's also worth noting that you want to be ready for however you're going to deal with this situation. I know I'm being very vague because you don't have all the info yet, but what's your plan when you get there is something you're going to want to think about in your short hyperspace jump.
We're going to try to get the boarding ship ready, Captain?
Yeah, do we have the Lambda shuttle right now? Is that what's in the Proto Shadow?
The Lambda shuttle does not fit inside the Proto Shadow.
Okay, so we've got this thing.
You've got the Leapfrog, and you've got the Drock boarding craft, which scale-wise would be like that big.
Isn't the Leapfrog a Lambda shuttle?
No, not even remotely close. The leapfrog is closer to a U-wing with its wings clipped. So it's supposed to be a ship launch. It's
I'm going off the picture here. Sorry.
off the picture here. That doesn't look like a Lambda shuttle.
On this one?
Right here?
On the sheet.
Oh, the sheet's just generic. Like you'll notice that if you generate anything in the generator that doesn't have its own dedicated artwork, it just gives you a generic picture. It's not shaped like the Millennium Falcon either, where your silhouette, where your short shields are. It's obviously not the Millennium Falcon, but that's just a generic silhouette it gives you.
Right. I'm tracking. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to call cleanup then to take over the Proto Shadow when I leave it, because I'm probably going to jump into a fighter. That's what I'm imagining is going to happen here.
Okay. Clean takes the bridge. Clack takes a gun. Where is Clax? We probably lost him. Where do we put him?
He's an NPC world now. There he is.
Here he is. He's in a gun. Alright. Are you guys ready for jump?
Jumping.
Okay. Everybody's off this map. Yes?
I'm definitely on the Proto Shadow.
Excellent.
Yes.
You guys jump into hyperspace. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the blindfold tool to blindfold you guys. Did that work?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I will undo it in just a second. But I can't get the Fog of War to load with One World, so I have to do it manually. That looks perfect. Okay, let me hit this button. We're all back. So, you guys jump out at the edge of the star system. Scanners indicate that there are a significant number of Imperial forces in the sector. And you immediately hear Ardos over comms, Captain Dex, go, Suspect, this is real bad. That's a dreadnought. And he's like, so, we probably have 2 or 3 minutes to come up with a plan, Captain. We only need to get in there and get the rebel leaders that are there out. We don't have to actually fight this force if we can avoid it.
So the goal here is to hit this ATEX station
Yes.
and lift them off.
Yeah, we need to like board that station, but the Imperial fighter's going to be everywhere. I think that what I can do is I can launch the handful of fighters I have that I brought with me. We can use the Corvette, the Proto Shadow, and any other cover you can provide to try to keep the fighters off of us while you guys board and hopefully get at least the leadership off the station. Saving the civilians on the station would be a plus, assuming that they're still alive.
All right. Where are we on the big map then?
So we're docking with the station, and then getting all the people to come onto our ship.
You just need to get the leadership off is the main objective.
Okay. So we take a little ship over there, grab and go.
Yeah, so the leapfrog can do it. I'm just double checking here. The leapfrog, how many people can fit on that thing?
It has a significant passenger capacity. It's like 10. Yeah, it says 10. It's right here.
Captain, should I just stay on the Proto Shadow and jam the crap out of everybody's radars and/or try to mess up fields?
Yeah, I'm gonna need somebody to make sure the Proto Shadow doesn't explode. So yeah, that's gonna be you.
All right.
Are you sure? Any party members left behind in space combat might not have a fun session tonight. You are in essence going into a dungeon, and you will be standing outside of the dungeon if you are on the ship.
Don't split the party.
I can also do all that stuff from the leapfrog.
Everybody to the leapfrog. Let's go. So where did the Proto Shadow drop in?
You're really far away. You're going to have to make a run in, too. I just want to know how you're going to do it. So, what are your orders for Clean and the Proto Shadow? Do you want them to come in guns blazing? Do you want them to hang back? Do you want them, like, what do you want them to do? Because realize that you're looking at a formation of 2 Gazante transports and a Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser. The Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser could wreck the Proto Shadow pretty hard, but the Gazantes, you've taken on Gazantes before. Not to mention the TIE fighters. It's also worth noting while you're doing this that the words, they're hard. I'll figure them out in a second. The Hutt Corvette that Ardos has is going to be launching a flight of fighters, including Ardos's fighter. And they're going to start moving to engage the other fighters.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have Clean hang back then, and maybe provide some support with clacks on the guns if we need it. So
long range standoff tactics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't want the Proto Shadow to explode.
Okay. And you're not launching the Drock at all.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Do what?
The Drock is faster and is a little bit more gunned. It looks like we got a long run.
Is it better than the Leapfrog?
Leapfrog don't have guns.
Leapfrog does have guns.
It's got some nose-mounted twin light blaster cannons.
Yeah. So both of these things have been refitted. The captain spent a significant amount of money last session having the Leapfrog significantly upgraded, and the Drock class has been upgraded to the point where you can now use it for its intended purposes, even with squishy organic people inside.
So the Drock can only hold 6 passengers. So I think the Leapfrog will give us the better chances to get more people off and out of the starship, or sorry, station.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any advantage to taking both of them, or is that too risky?
Do you think you can fly one?
I'm not gonna. I am not a very good pilot.
Well, you also have NPCs that you can command. You have a ton of NPCs. You also only have about a minute of planning time left.
So Cole or Sidus, right? They can fly, one of the two?
Sure. Lucy can fly, Cole can fly. And pretty much all of your NPCs are capable of flight.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it possible that Lucy could get... We don't want to split the party.
It's also worth... Go ahead.
I was thinking if Lucy and I went over and hit the Dreadnought, we might be able to cause some issues.
That's a bold plan.
It is a very bold plan.
So, while I'm doing that, go on Wikipedia and Wikipedia an Imperial Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser. So you have some base understandings of the statistics, and we'll just say that Tavi gave you that information. Actually, we'll do it this way. I'll just send you the link.
Because it's got...
Do you have an updated card for the leapfrog that shows the weapons?
You have the thing. That's what this thing that you're looking at is. That is the updated card.
Okay.
Okay. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can the Drock land into the dreadnought like we think it does? Or
Like
is the
pierce
dreadnought
it?
too strong?
Yeah. Yes, it is. It is capable of doing that. That's what Dex spent the money on last time.
Next question. How much explosive does Randall have? How explosive is what he has?
Could you destroy the dreadnought if it were inside? Is that what you're asking?
Yep.
You have enough
Like,
to
let's say-
you have enough to accomplish that goal.
Let's say hypothetically you had a little droid, like a little mouse droid or something, right? You ram into the side there, release mouse droid who's filled with the liquidy stuff.
Mm-mm.
And,
You need the whole thing. You need
Okay, bigger than a mouse droid.
Oh yeah. So the containers he has are like 55-gallon drums, and he has 2 of them. Oh, if he brought both of them, I don't know if he brought both.
I just brought one. The other one's
Okay, so you could cripple it. You could possibly, on a very critical success, crack it in half. You could definitely do damage to it, but outright destroying it without both containers will be more difficult.
Don't need to destroy it, just need to hurt it. We drilled into the side of it, dropped it off, and then left. I mean, like, it doesn't matter that we don't destroy it utterly. We'd cause some problems.
Okay. Just so you know, at this point, Ardos' fighters have engaged with the TIE fighters. Because you're past your planning period time, so, like, they're actually fighting up in front of the Proto-Shadow now. You've got a Gazante, and a bunch of the advanced fighters are dog fighting.
Alright, we're gonna get in the Drock. Everybody in the Drock. And let's go. We're gonna deploy.
Okay.
Am I bringing my 55-gallon drum of
No.
Abby? No. All right.
Okay. Kizik's back. I don't think he's in love with this new internet situation.
It's terrible.
Okay. Okay, so everyone's getting into the Drock then?
That was the command.
Okay.
Yes, I'm in the Drock.
I've lost track of it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's not quite that big. Alright, so you're going to fly this one ship out. Where are you going?
I'm gonna engage with these ties first. Help him out, relieve some stress. And then eventually we're gonna get to the ATEC station.
Okay. So you fly out there. There's a flipping, weaving dogfight going on between these fighters and the TIE aggressors from Jarrett's forces. The TIE fighters have been painted orange and red, and when a couple of them take shots, you notice that there is some sort of shield generator that you've never seen on a TIE fighter around the friendly TIE fighters. TIE aggressors you've dealt with before. They've got front cannons and back turrets and no shields. So if you want to engage them, do you want to do like just a fly bypass, or do you want to actually dogfight with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a fly bypass. Our
Okay.
target is further on.
All right, so the Drock has a unique ability, which it has 4 different turrets. So 4 people can make gunnery checks as you fly past.
Let's do it. Who wants to make a check?
Do you want to pull a piloting maneuver to give them an advantage first?
Absolutely. I will gain the advantage.
I think that's a wise decision. Let's see what your speed is in this thing. Speed 3.
3.
Let's see. Where are the cards? There they are. They are speed 4, so they are 1 speed faster than you.
That makes the difficulty.
That makes the difficulty 3 purples.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
do not gain the advantage,
Do not gain
but
the
I'll pass
advantage.
my advantages.
Okay, so whoever is going to go up next gets a boost dice. It's any turn order. We're not going to roll initiatives for this particular part of it. Just whoever wants to go.
3 purples to hit him.
Yes.
Fire, you fools.
Awesome. How much is that? That's 7.
7.
Okay, so 7 on the first target. Who's next?
Is it too early to try to get some additional scans and/or try to see more of the battlefield?
The Drock isn't really advanced in that category. You can try it if you want. However, just realize that there are 4 of you that can pull the trigger, and if you don't pull the trigger, then the trigger isn't going to get pulled on one of these guns.
All right, I'll pull the trigger first. Take my whole time to aim. And I failed.
Yeah, well.
Suppressing fire!
That's gunnery.
It is gunnery. It's a 3 purple target. Alright. You hit for another 6. That fighter is extremely messed up. One more shot. Oh. Ghost does get to shoot.
Do I?
Yep, but the bad guy's going to get to roll first. Because it's going to technically be the next round.
Oh, but Kizik still has to shoot, right?
Kizik shot. He was the first one, wasn't he?
Got him.
Oh, yeah. Okay. His name's not Kizik, it's Waz.
Yep. The TIE fighter pilot missed. Okay. Last shot. Or last round of shots, I should say.
So do I get to fly or shoot?
You can do either one. You can choose to bypass them and not finish off this fighter. But the fighter is smoking bad enough that you know if you adjusted and made one more pass, you could probably take it out. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You
All
can
right.
shoot it first, and then he drives off.
You could
Yeah,
also
you shoot.
You could also let the gunners go. They are turrets. They can swivel around.
Blast him.
I lead that motherfucker.
You sure do. So, Kizik is like, roll! And you roll it around so the turret, his turret is like directly in line with it, and he just peppers the thing. And one of the TIE aggressors just comes apart at the seams. And now, if you want to, you may get past the engagement.
Yep.
Alright, you've zipped past the dogfight. There are more fighters coming in front of you. There are fighters launching from the Dreadnought. 3 TIE fighters have emerged from the front hangar bay of the Dreadnought.
Okay.
Looking at this station, it does look like this. These platforms that come out from it are docking platforms. On one of those docking platforms is a small, well, it's not small, but it's a Lambda shuttle, just docked with one of them. So you know that there's already a trooper presence on board the actual station. Let's see if I can make this stick. There we go.
All right. I'm gonna scooch across and head to
We radio
the
ahead.
to who? To the station?
We're supposed to be rescuing people.
Yeah.
If we know where they are, we can land this ship literally on them. You know, just right in the side, grab, go.
Does everybody have a spacesuit?
I always have a spacesuit.
Roger, roger.
I was smart enough to know that as we got on this, yes, we would have needed a spacesuit.
Just making sure. My crash suit's got a helmet, right?
Yes. Your crash suit
Okay.
would be specifically designed for this, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, you can see a little helmet tucked in his hands. That is correct. Yes, it has that.
All right. I've got impact absorbing gel in this thing, so yeah, let's ram him. So I'm gonna call ahead.
Captain, with a few simple procedures, I could remove all of your needs for air.
Yeah, I like lungs. I don't need gills.
It's
Okay.
no gills, just nothing. Just simple oxygen processing machinery. Take it out of blood, put it right back in.
I'm good, Payne. Thanks.
You can replace the blood too.
Does the ATEX station come back with any comms? Like if we hail them?
Go ahead. Yeah, if you hail them, you are going to get through. What are you going to say in your hailing message?
That we're on the way to offer support, and could they tell us where the best place for us to be is?
So you're going to get an immediate response. This is Lieutenant Erwin. I'm with what's left of the guard for the Resistance Command. Only one of the Resistance commanders is still alive, and you hear the sound of like blaster fire and the distinct sound of a Wookiee roaring in the background. He's like, the Imperials have taken control of the docking ring. You're going to have to do that first if you want to maintain control of the station. We need a way out.
10-4.
Ring?
The docking ring?
Where the 3 platforms are. So you'll notice that it's divided into different levels. And there's a level that is attached to the platforms on this station, on this model. And that is the docking ring. So that's basically just cargo, docking, and access to the platforms. And he said the Imperials have taken control of that.
All right. I'm going to fly closer.
Okay. So as you fly closer, this Gazante is roughly in your way between you and the station. It's got some fighters flying escort. It is much less maneuverable than you are, though. Do you want to... How do you want to approach it?
I don't think this Drock is going to take out a Gazante, though, right?
It's absolutely not.
Yeah.
But there's different ways. You can try to take the long way around, or you can zip past it real fast, or you could try something cheeky if you wanted. It's all up to you.
I think we're just going to buzz by and try to shoot some of the fighters, or the aggressors.
Okay. What piloting action would you like to take as the first move of that engagement?
I suppose it would be...
Do you have the ability to make your ship go faster than it normally does? I can forget what it's called.
Punch it.
Punch it is
Well,
the
that's-
standard engagement. There's one
Yeah,
where
that's
you-
just the regular one.
There's one where you can make it go faster. Full throttle.
It's full throttle, but yeah, I don't have it.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, so I'm just going to stay on target and let them shoot.
Okay. So, to stay on target makes it easier for them to shoot you, too, right? You
Yes, it
basically are
does.
holding the ships. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so space piloting check. And these aggressors are 3 purples.
If you're running stay on target, that's a maneuver. You actually don't have to do an action for that. You can still shoot.
Oh, okay. Then I am going to make my gunnery check.
Okay. These guys are 3 purples, just like the other one. Upgrade your ability to hit them once, so one of your greens becomes a yellow. There's a little Jawa screaming. She can't understand a word he's saying.
Somebody shut this teddy bear up.
3 advantages. Next person gets a boost. Who's shooting next?
Got it. Do I get the upgrade too, or just
Oh.
Everybody shooting gets the upgrade.
Can I attempt to slice the enemy systems?
You can attempt to do anything you'd like.
still 3 purples?
Yep. Ooh.
Oh.
All right, so you don't shoot the fighter. How would you like to use your triumph?
Disable the Gazante.
The only way I can see that happening is if you somehow manage to get the Drock to ram into the bridge of the Gazante with its little spike.
That'd be terrible. That would go away from, like, the whole plan would fall apart from there on out.
Oh, we lost Kizik. Did we lose him in comms too? Someone needs to tell him to use his phone for Discord.
He could just connect on his phone and probably be better for him.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to send him. When you have low bandwidth, that's always the way to go. It's not a vital moment or anything. He's not deciding what his triumph will do.
Right.
Wow.
As I'm looking through the stuff, does the Gazante have missiles?
The Gazante has a proton torpedo launcher. It
So the whole-
it's unlikely to target you with it, but it does have it.
Okay, I was looking. I'm like, looking at the different options and spoofing missiles.
I'd be more concerned about the Gazante's tractor beam.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna slice the enemy system and potentially seeing how good I am, and maybe even disabling.
Since all the turns happen at the same time, we're going to go ahead and move forward with your turn until Kizik can come back and tell us what his triumph is. So
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your slicing check. It's a military system in the heat of combat, so it's going to be 1 red, 2 purples.
Okay.
Actually, it depends on whether or not you want to do that. If you can do the slice enemy systems raw check, and you only want the on a successful check, which means you have to roll a triumph to get anything significant, we can do it that way. Or we can do a traditional slicing check where you are actually trying to slice into the systems and you have to, well, let's do it rules as written. Make it 3 purples.
Purples.
Mhm.
Okay. We'll see if I can pull one out.
If you docked with the ship, I would go the other route.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, what's that give you? Shield facings?
Yeah.
Reduce the
Reduce
defense
defense.
zone on the target vehicle for 1 round per success. Okay. Which defense zone would you like to reduce? It has 4 starboard, port, and aft.
Are we on the forward port side?
You are on the forward at the moment.
Okay. I guess forward port side will be the one that goes down.
Okay. It's just forward.
Just forward.
There's 4 options: 4, port, starboard, aft.
Oh, okay. I thought it was okay. Yep. Forward. Forward's good then.
Okay. 2 advantages. You can pass a boost to the next person if you want.
Yeah, that works. As well as hey, guess
Great.
what? I just took the shields down.
Kizik, are you back in? He's in here, but he's muted. Okay. All right, Craven, what are you doing?
Fucking time. guess I'm just gonna shoot something.
Okay. Fighters or Gazante. The shields have flickered off of the front of the Gazante.
What would shooting the Gazante do?
Without a triumph, not a lot.
Sure. I'll shoot the Gazante. Difficulty to hit the Gazante?
Like 1 purple. It's massive. It's a silhouette 5. You're a silhouette 3, so you downgrade the difficulty of the yeah, it's like a 1 purple.
Alright.
It's not terrible. Okay. So let's see. These guns do 5 damage, critical on 3, linked 1, but you didn't get 2 advantages. So you hit.
I did get. Oh, I got 1 advantage.
You got 1, but you need 2 to do linked.
Yep, I saw. I thought I had 2.
All right, so some fire hits the front of the Gazante. I will say that makes it veer a little bit. Suddenly their shields being down and taking fire on their cockpit scares them a little bit. That's everybody. Unless Kizik is back.
I'm trying.
We can kind of hear you. We're making progress.
Yeah, my phone is sitting here. Maybe.
Yeah, doesn't sound like signal's great, but we can hear you.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Would you like to tell us what your triumph did?
I'm trying to troubleshoot internet.
So you don't want to tell us what your triumph did. Okay, I'll make up something. Yeah, I'll say that the triumph is the Gazante withdrawals. It scares them enough, and they pull their fighter cover in real tight, too. So they open up a path that you could jet through and get to the station if you really wanted to.
Yeah, if I see a path, that's where I'm going to jet towards.
Okay. All right, so you've gotten a clear path to the station. Where would you like to dock/ram your ship into? Depending on how do you want to do this approach. Now, understand that while your ship is a boarding craft and you can just ram into the side of this station, there's 2 things, really important things you need to keep in mind. Item number 1, it does damage your ship even if you do it optimally. So you are going to take some hull trauma from slamming into the side of the ship. Item number 2, while the boarding craft is designed to maintain air pressure, it's not guaranteed. So you may breach the part of the ship that you hit. It may cause it to lose atmosphere.
I really want to destroy the lambda that's on the pad, but
You could try to do that.
I think we're just going to land on the pad here.
Okay. So you want to go to that closest pad. Okay. Alrighty. Let me grab some tokens for people and put them in their relative spots. Here's a Ranather. Did we already move? There's a Pain. Seem to have lost some people. There's a Waz. Still looking for a Dex. Here he is. I found him.
Yeah, I put myself over with the leapfrog.
Okay. Payne, Waz. Where's a Randall? Need a Randall.
Sorry, I got halfway there and may have messed up some of the fog of war.
Oh,
I'm right there.
you did
I
mess
didn't
up
see
some
where
of the fog of war. It's fine. Let's see if I click this button and then this button, it should fix it. Okay. Assuming your fog of war is set adequately. There you go. You guys bored with this. There's no resistance. Like the station has guns, but it's obviously not shooting at you. So the Imperials don't seem to have control of that part yet. A little Jawa falls in behind you, but its droid didn't make it with it, so it doesn't actually. It's not able to communicate with anyone but Pain. And as soon as the door opens for the airlock where the Drock boarded, there is a gigantic Imperial droid sitting in the main cargo bay. Can everyone see that droid?
Is it immediately hostile?
Yes, 100%. Immediately hostile, and we're going to roll initiatives. So
All right.
everyone give me a cool check. You knew there was going to be combat.
I wish I was cooler.
Me too. I mean, I wish you were cooler too.
I apparently am not very cool. 0-1.
I'm 0-2.
Ooh, I got 1-1.
I guess I'll roll Ranithers. I don't know if this is a good thing or not.
I want to punch the droid so bad.
I mean, you can roll him, but he's not actually going to go until
Okay.
his person gets here.
Okay, he got a 1-2 for whenever he does show up.
Okay. So I'm just missing a Kizik. He's still troubleshooting internet problems. He'll go last.
I can roll him if you want.
Please.
He got a 2.
No, well, he's not going last then. He's going first. Okay. Imperial Battle Droid got a 0-3. So whoever rolled 0-2 is in the back position. Basically, it's all the good guys except for one slot, then the bad guy, and then the last good guy.
I was 0-1. Is there someone else 0-2?
Oh,
I was 0-2.
oh, I didn't see the 0-1. I wrote it down. Okay, so there's 2. So there's 3 good guys, including Ranither, who doesn't get to go, and then the bad guy, and then the rest of the good guys.
Can I punch the droid?
Yes, it's a very big droid. As a matter of fact, this may be the first combat droid you've seen that's as big, or if not bigger, than you are.
I'm also going to take a defensive stance maneuver.
Okay. That upgrades the difficulty to hit you in melee combat.
Uh-huh. And I'm
Okay.
going to punch. Let's see, 2 of them. Nope. 3. 2 of these. And that should be it. And then difficulty to hit him.
The difficulty to hit him is 2 purples. Oh, sorry, he's an adversary 1. It's 1 red, 1 purple, unless you have something that reduces that.
I think so. I'm using my repulsor fists.
All right, well, you got a blank on the red. That's always good.
Always good. All right.
So how much is that?
Equipment. I'm checking. I gotta go to equipment first. That is this one, I think. This one. It's 10, 11, 12, 15 damage.
Okay.
14 damage. Not 15. And it does not bypass soak.
Okay.
Did I have advantage?
You get 2 advantages. Do you critical?
No critical, but I can do concussive, disorient, or knockdown.
I don't think you can concuss or disorient a droid, but you can definitely knock him down.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Okay. So the droid is knocked backward into the wall and kind of slumps down onto the ground as Pain comes in and just Hulk punches this thing in the chest. Who wants to take the second player slot?
I want to goo gun and snare him as he's down.
Okay. He's at short range. He's adversary 1, so it's a 1 red check.
And do I have to move to do that, or can I take my whole turn to aim?
You can take your whole turn to aim. This whole room is short range.
All right.
All right. You didn't get enough to trigger your ensnare, but you do your damage. So how much is that? 6?
I think it's 6.
Okay.
5 plus the 1 success. So yes.
Okay. So the goo hits him, and the impact of it actually seems to do a little bit. But that's about it. Okay, so it's its turn, and it's going to spend a maneuver to slowly and menacingly get back up on its feet. It's not going to like scramble to its feet. It's going to really calmly stand up. And it's going to raise both of its arms, and dual blasters are going to come out of each of its arms. And it is going to roll an attack.
3 defense.
For ranged?
Yeah, ranged and melee.
Okay.
It ain't much, but I'll take it.
3 more than I have.
Well, he's using auto fire, so I think he has to use the hardest targets check. And I'm pretty sure that'll make you the hardest one to hit. Oh, no. Ranithor's the hardest to hit. Because he causes an upgrade. Well, I'll let you guys choose. Would you rather him have 3 setbacks or 1 upgraded difficulty?
That's a close choice.
It is. That's why I didn't want to make it. I'm going to let you guys decide.
I think statistically, the 3 dice are better than the upgrade.
Okay. So we want to go with the 3 setbacks.
So, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it sounds good.
All right.
Ooh. All right. How much does a heavy blaster do? All right, so
Can Waz see further than us?
no, that's a glitch with the way the thing's working. I haven't had time to resolve it yet. But right now, he's giving you guys the vision you should have, so I'm not gonna worry about it. 1, 2. Okay, that's already done. So again. All right. So the droid opens up with both blasters. Pain takes 11 damage from the left-hand blaster, and Randall takes 10 damage from the right-hand blaster.
Do I at least get my soak?
Yes, you absolutely get your soak.
All 3 of it.
Yeah.
I should have rolled better. And out of curiosity, am I the only one that has like a seizure-inducing skid thing with all the view arcs?
I wouldn't have called it seizure-inducing, but if it's causing you a problem, I can disable it. I just thought you'd want to be able to see where your line of sight was.
This is much better for me.
Okay, that's
It wasn't all the way seizure-inducing, but it was very annoying. And I was staring elsewhere, not at this.
Alrighty, so
It's my turn.
It's whoever didn't go the first 2 rounds. So
Okay.
I think it was Randall and Payne went, so it's Waz and Dex.
Randall, do you see the bomb, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Did no one want to comment on it?
you might want to try to disarm that maybe when you get a chance.
All right. I'll
And then I'm gonna.
It's the most captain-y thing the captain has ever done. Doing out something the rest of us were like, not even seeing that.
Yeah, Randall, get that bomb.
I like
I'm gonna shoot the droid. I'm gonna shoot Payne right in the head. That's the difficulty to shoot him. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. My kids were up.
That's 3.
Not you. The big battle droid.
The big battle droid is a 1 red to shoot.
Okay.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah.
So how much damage is that?
So that is 10
Okay.
with the DL7H.
Okay. And how would you like to use your triumph?
I guess he's an adversary. I guess I can do a critical to him, right?
You can.
Can I do that?
You can critical. You can double damage. You can use it for specific things. You can shoot the bomb and blow up the whole base. It's up to you.
I definitely don't want to do that. Double damage. We'll do double damage.
Okay. So
that's 20 damage.
all right, that kills it. So you let loose with a barrage of shots, and
All right in the noggin.
it goes down. It's a tough-ass droid. Like, it takes a shit ton of fire that kind of is more than you expected.
Yeah. I hope there's not more than one of those aboard this ship.
Station, but who's counting?
But you broke this one.
Yeah. Randall, bomb?
Yeah, I'll go take a look at it. Make sure that there's nobody else around the corner about to blast us.
Alright, I'll cover you. Maybe.
It's
That's a wall.
If you,
There's a door.
no one wanted to comment on my fifth element.
I saw it, and I was about to say it's a, and then it shows up, and I'm like, oh man, he got me. That's exactly what I wanted to say.
I was hoping one of you was gonna be like, no, because if it was a bomb,
Right.
because I had this ready. Oh,
Nice.
you guys have game sounds turned on. If it's a bomb, it would be an alarm because all these hotels have bomb detectors.
Yeah, because all stations built after blah 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 have bomb detectors. All right, I'm gonna
Alright.
cover my nuts and step away from Randall.
Okay,
How's
Randall.
that go? While Randall's working on that, I'm going to fix him. He took some damage.
It was a good hit.
So you're gonna jab him with needles while he's working with an explosive device.
Not a
Yes.
good idea, Payne. Maybe
But
wait till he's
bleeding.
done.
His fingers will be slippery.
I'm doing okay. It hurt, but I'm good for now. Let me look at this bomb first, and then you can jab me.
Fine.
So, Randall, you walk up with this is the crudest, like you're almost insulted at how crude this bomb is, and yet you have a little bit of respect for, I mean, it's gonna work. There is something to be said for simplicity. In essence, they've taken rhodinium, 3 containers of it, and rigged it to a small thermal charge detonator. And there is a antenna on the top that is slowly depressing into the device that you have figured out is definitely a timing mechanism, but it's also an antenna, so it can be remotely detonated, or after a certain amount of time, it will go off. Which part of this bomb would you like to tackle first?
Is the antenna / timer? Does it look obvious enough that if I pulled it off, it would auto detonate this?
You can assume that any attempt to crudely disarm the bomb would probably result in the bomb detonating, but you don't know for certain.
So if I were to more smartly attempt to disarm the bomb.
So it is somewhat crude, so you could maybe scan it.
Okay, yes, that sounds like a good first step.
All right, make me a computers check. Make it 2 purples. If anyone else wants to do anything while he's doing this, let me know.
I can assist him.
Can I search the room?
Actually, you can really assist him because your thermal vision would tell you that the central spar that's sinking in has like a lit like fusion torch on it. And that's obviously what's meant to detonate.
I'll let him know that.
Okay. Go ahead and take a boost, too, for your thing.
All right, one
Also,
boost for that.
if you want to search the room, go ahead and roll me a 2 purple perception check. Awesome. So the antenna is rigged with a secondary device that is basically a fragmentation grenade. Any attempt to disable the main spar that's currently sinking towards the bottom to detonate the device will cause the pin to pull out of the grenade.
Which would make it go boom.
Yes.
With that scan, could I tell how long until...
Yes, you have about 10 minutes.
Okay. And the fragmentation grenade's in far enough where I can't just pull it out.
Yeah, it's set up in a creative enough way that you feel like only as a last resort would you attempt to do any type of disabling of the actual mechanism.
Who made it?
It's crudely enough made that it's hard to tell. Could be anybody.
Alright guys, we got about 10 minutes if that. Gotta make this a quick journey.
Why don't we just throw it out the airlock?
I was about to say, I didn't say it couldn't be disarmed or handled. I just said you wouldn't want to disable the detonator.
Okay.
Also, this bag is what you find, Dex.
Why don't we just push the bomb out the airlock?
That'll probably work.
Where was this bag? Was this bag with the droid?
No, that's just stuff that was in the crates that you went... You said you searched the room. That's random stuff you found. This is a docking area. There's all sorts of cargo in here.
Tracking.
Find anything good?
Depends on what you think is good. I found some stun cuffs, a sonic rifle, some shock gloves, and a stun grenada.
I like stun cuffs.
This terminal here, any way that we can get into like security?
That handles all of the docking ports for this particular docking spar you're on. It has an inventory of what's here in the cargo bay, and it controls some very basic functions, but it's not a centralized system.
By basic functions, just looking at it, can I see if the Lambda shuttle is like locked down with magnet locks?
It's on a different sparring arm.
Okay, so no.
No, probably not. I mean, you would be able to tell that it's there, but not any specific details about it. You can open this door with that terminal. Ranither, welcome to the party.
How big is the battle
Sorry.
droid? I mean, like weight-wise.
Like quarter of a ton, maybe half a ton.
So there's no way that I'm going to use it as a meat shield, basically.
You could have Randall pull out some of his tools and cut some of the armor off if you wanted to make a makeshift shield.
That's going to be too long. We got 10 minutes. Let's do this.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, if we can't...
Let's pause for a metagame moment. I'll go take a bathroom break while you guys fill Ranither in on what's going on.
Okay. Hi, Kevin.
Sorry, I can't help bedtime.
Oh, it's all good, man. I got kids. Most
we've
of us
all
got
had
kids.
kids.
Yeah. So. Anyway, where we're at, we got a distress call saying that there's this station that's got rebellion leadership on it. It's currently being attacked by Imperials, so we decided we were going to jump right the fuck in there and try to rescue some of them and get them off the station. We flew our Drock, which is that pincher ship that can like open up and force its way through other ships' hulls and stuff. Anyway, so we flew that, but we landed on the landing pad. We got out. We're on the station now. As soon as we jumped onto the station, there was this big ass fucking Imperial battle droid that we dispatched, and now we've got to make it through the station and find our target and get him out of here before bombs go off. This bomb, what we got, Randall? 10 minutes?
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
I really wished it was better than about 10 minutes. Could you tell me like 9 minutes, 23 seconds? Or let's set a timer.
Sure. 9 minutes, 45 seconds.
Oh, nice. 45. Alright, so yeah, that's where we're at. You rolled pretty well for your cool. So you're at the top of the round.
If you want.
And we're about to pop this door. Yeah, if you want to be.
Have you guys decided what to do with the bomb?
I think he should try to disarm it.
Okay.
Which is what I asked him to do at the beginning.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and defer my spot because obviously I'm not useful in disarming a bomb and or opening a door and walking out into shit.
We've also determined that the way that your scathing tirade works is that you can change the variable of your pitch of your voice to the point where like it physically hurts someone if you yell at them.
That works for me.
That's how I'm justifying it because that's the best solution I could come up with.
It's infrasonic sound.
It physically hurts their ears.
So
Randall, would you like to flip a destiny token and I'll tell you how to disarm the bomb, or you want to figure it out yourself?
I'll flip the destiny token.
It's a trap. Don't do it.
Okay. So one of your destiny tokens is now flipped to dark side. So you know that it's crude enough and the mechanism is built poorly enough that all you have to do is take some of these barrels that are in the room with it and drain all of the liquid fuel out of the tanks into this, and then when the torch hits the bottom, no worse than that grenade going off will happen. Basically, you can drain the liquid explosive away.
Okay. Are there any containers that I can drain that liquid explosive into?
There
and
sure
make my own
are.
bomb?
Here, let me unlock some of these containers. You guys can work as a team and get this all together.
All right. And then once we get those containers empty, I think that's when we can have Payne just throw the whole thing over the edge.
I mean, if you want to. You're not brown. You're orange.
It told me to pick a color. So I picked a color. I had these big fucking color blobs on my thing because you didn't assign me a color, so I just fucking picked the one that was sitting near me.
That's how that works.
I should have left him as brown.
brown.
Okay, roll me a 1 red, 1 purple mechanics check to drain and siphon these containers.
Can
I
any
help?
of us assist?
Yeah.
Yes, you can all assist in some way, shape, or form or another. So he can take a boost for one person assisting. And if you guys want to do a combined check, if you can help him with mechanics, if some of you have a higher int or more ranks in it. Actually, you probably don't because his int is 5 and he has 3 ranks in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Just
I
do
don't
a
think
rank
anybody
of
can
1.
help that.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a mechanics ring.
I can offer him a boost. That's about it.
Yeah.
All right, do it.
Hey man, I got this rubber tubing from a a kit that I keep, and if you use it to siphon some of that fuel out.
So, 3 successes. You are 100% successful in draining all of the fluid. 2 threats. You're sweating bullets, man. It's pretty dangerous, and you know it's dangerous. You're probably the only person in the room who understands how dangerous it is. So you're going to take a point of strain. 1 point. Okay. So we want to pop the door.
Let's let Painbot stick me with a needle so I get healed up a little bit.
I was going to do a medical check. I think I can get you as much back without wasting a.
That's stim pack. That works.
Just
Yeah.
the buttons for that.
Pop the door.
Hold on, we're fixing the guy.
I know you made the check. I heard you. Check.
Other quick side note, real quick. Not technically game related. I don't know if it's storming out at you guys, but I've got a lot of lightning here. So if I drop off, I'll try and get back on as long as I don't actually lose connection.
Oh, you're,
Difficult.
is he at more or less than half of his threshold?
Yes, I am one above half of my wound threshold.
Okay. Well, I believe that makes it a 1 purple. Let me double check. Magnify. Current wounds equal half or less of wound threshold. Easy check. 1 purple.
I am above half.
So you've taken more than half?
Yes.
Oh, so that technically would have been 2 purple. I know what, I'll give it to you, because he's already rolled it. So go ahead and take 4 hit points back.
And
Hit
then
points,
the
since I have a
3
surgeon.
strain.
Oh, 5 points, because he is surgeon.
I get my 1 strain from the 3 advantage.
I'm checking.
Yep. You do recover strain from advantage.
Yep.
All right, sweetness.
All
He
right,
senses
and,
he senses your stress and it knocks you up with all sorts of stuff. Also, David, eat your microphone again.
Oh, and I'll hit him with a stim pack too, because I don't think 5. You've got more than that on you, right?
He
Did
took
you take 7 or?
he took he
how much-
I
took
thought he took 10.
he took
I-
10 minus soak.
Yeah, so I have a soak of 3. I was at 7. The stim
Are
pack
you
would.
not wearing any armor?
I'm wearing
1 point of
fireproof
armor.
coveralls.
Yeah, he's
Fireproof coveralls. I have soak of 3. The sheet's not quite up to date, but
I mean, Ahsoka 4 is average, and he's a non-combat character, so that's not too terrible.
My soak is worse than yours.
so
Really?
it's 2.
No, it's only 4.
Yeah, my soak is 3.
Yay! We have a Kizik back. I heard him speak.
I can only hear. I can't launch tabletop, and I can't even watch your stream.
You can't launch tabletop?
I can. It just says, sorry, you're not like actually online.
Oh. You're gonna have to sort that internet out.
I am 33rd in queue with the Atlantic Broadband, whatever.
Oh, man.
I'm not gonna lie, you're probably not getting anywhere just because of the storm.
Oh, damn, that sucks. All right, we'll try our best to describe what's going on as we move through. Sorry. It would be easier if you could watch the stream. But
Are you just
did
on your
take a
phone?
critical hit, but I'm fixing it right now.
I can poop the door.
Yep, you can poop the door. Just walk your character through it, and so you get vision on the other side. Boop. Let's make your vision a little bit bigger. Where's the range hit? There we go. That's probably more realistic right about there. Okay. Feel free to walk about the cabin.
Alright, so is that a control panel for something?
No, it's just Star Wars wall.
Okay.
Oh. And of these 2 tanks, can I set one down and set a remote charge?
Yeah, you can. You want to
Okay.
you want to rig it to remotely explode?
Yes. And I
Remove the bomb. Make it a new bomb.
Yes.
You
Yeah, but this
control.
one he has control over. Also, that old one's going to go off, so I hope you move the fuel away from the old bomb.
Good plan.
Man.
Someone did now.
I'll give you that one for free.
Do we want to drag?
That's you can't see that yet. You can't see that yet.
I already found it.
You can't
I
see.
found my victim.
Did you roll your perception check to even see the secret door? You can't see that yet.
I want you to know my Dave perception found that, and my Mr. Payne, Dr. Payne, would like to have that sample.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Jin.
going to make my own Kevin clones.
Are we dragging Kizik along with us?
Yes.
Since obviously he he can't right now.
One purple
And-
mechanics check for making your bomb. You're going to be at the tail end of the group because you're going to stay behind to do that. Also, it's up to you whether you choose
Okay.
to tell the rest of the party that you did that.
Yes, absolutely. This is our hey as we're getting the hell out of here. This is the massive explosion to anybody that's behind us that's trying to kill us.
Station is technically full of civilians, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know why you're doing this.
They won't be civilians for long.
We're not bad guys. We want to keep this
I
station,
mean-
I think.
Are you
Really?
sure we're not bad guys?
This is my contingency in case shit really hits the fan.
I get you. I mean, like, if the Imperials take it over and it gets past the point of no
Zach,
return.
don't let him bully you.
I'm not.
don't
I'm
let him bully
captaining. Stop it.
Don't let him bully you, Zach.
I'm captaining.
Oh, man.
Would you like to try that again?
Nope.
He's just doing it because you're not
Wait,
human like me.
Wait, Matt. I need you to stand up at your desk right now, and I need you to do the Captain Morgan pose real quick and say that one more time.
I've been doing that this whole time. I'm the captain.
That's how he lives. Anyone who
Alright,
walks
so-
past this corner can roll a 2 purple perception to possibly see this secret door.
I'm not gonna see shit. Oh, I saw shit.
Yeah, you
I
did.
saw everything.
Whoever rolled the
Holy
triumph,
shit!
whoever rolled the triumph actually opens the door.
That's me.
Okay.
I would like.
It was Dave Sense.
I'd
Hold
like
on,
my
wait.
Kevin sample. I want my
Dang.
Kevin sample. I'm putting him in the cloning batch. We're gonna have our own Kevin troopers.
Payne, does this look weird to you? Like, this thing's not right over here, right?
What are
You
talking
see
about?
this? Is this a button on the door?
I already opened it, dipshit.
I was trying to fucking roleplay the thing. It's okay. You open that fucking door.
I'm getting my Kevin.
Hold on. We're not there yet. You can't just haul him off yet.
This is how he plays.
All right. Will you open the door? Walk inside.
Yeah, I want my Kevin.
So walk inside, damn it. So you walk into what is in essence an old like cigar lounge, and there is a droid and a human huddling in the corner. And as soon as you walk in, the droid is like, "Stop hostiles!" Oh wait, I don't think they're hostile. I don't think they're hostile, sir. They're although that droid's really big.
Yeah, this one definitely is hostile.
No wait, stop! It's you, and the guy is just backing into the corner. He's like fuck. So
Who are you? Why are you here?
he's like, I run the cigar lounge. I sealed the door when I heard the alarms go off. Are you pirates?
Probably. Is this money?
Yeah, that's money. You can have that. That is now yours.
Excellent.
That's so. You want a cigar? How can I help you?
Yeah, I'll smoke a stogie.
Awesome. Hey, Dex, get them a cigar.
Those are really unhealthy.
So he runs, the droid runs. He comes back and he hands Captain Dex a bunch of cigars.
Wait, his name is Dex?
The droid's like, yes, I am Dex. I am Dex.
Hey, so this place is being overrun with Imperials, and you probably don't have a job anymore. You want to come with us? We're leaving.
Yes, I'm an incredibly competent mechanic droid. I know exactly what I'm doing.
All
Does
right.
anyone want to roll?
Is that a sense motive?
Can I do a sense motive on a droid?
I don't know if that's gonna work out. But anyway, yeah. Sorry that the doctor here is a little threatening.
It's so the Imperials are attacking. So is there like a way like to the escape pods, or is there a way off the ship?
Yeah, I've got a drop class dropship. It's out there on the landing pad. What was that, number 3? I looked at the.
Sure. I know my way. I thank you. And he starts like coming out the exit. And he turns around.
Oh wait! Hey, wait!
No, he's full sprint, and he opens this door and runs in here. And then you're, oh my god! Pew pew pew! And screaming. Hold on, I've got this covered. We've got this covered.
Can I do like the kitten snatch the back of his shirt?
If you want to roll a 3 red athletics check, I'll give you a chance to snag enough of him to have DNA. If you want to grab a tuft of hair.
All right, done. Hold on. 3 red, you said?
Yeah.
And I can have a scrap of hair for later cloning.
Yep. It'll come with enough scalp and blood that you'll be fine. Your athletics check's really good. Oh my god! So you succeeded and despaired.
You murdered him on the way out.
I got my scraps. My Kevin troopers are going to come back.
I was going to say, so you succeeded in getting your sample, so you are going to get that. Your despair is that you're like, I need to put this in something, and you pop open a vial and shove them in, and then realize that there's black shit in that vial that you just shoved in, and that you've just released it in this room.
Oh no! I close it real quick.
Okay.
I made Kevin into a virus.
Are you going to tell people that?
No.
Are you going to mention anything about what just happened?
They're all wearing sealed things. They're fine.
I don't think the Jawa is.
How did he? We asked if everybody had a spacesuit before we came here.
He was unable to answer that question. Also, you're the only person who understands him.
That's true.
He's not even organic.
And Dex was the one who asked the question, so he probably didn't even know that he was supposed to have a spacesuit.
Minor details. My conscience is clear.
I'm pretty sure Jawas can breathe space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to make a Kevin virus out of the virus that killed organics, and instead it will now turn non-humans into Kevins.
Hey, so guys, I'm with you now. I'm your extremely competent mechanic now. That's what I do now. So
I pick him up and put him on my back.
Okay, he's actually kind of large, but you can do that. Yeah.
He looks so tiny and scrawny.
I mean, he's human sized, so that's compared to you, that's still tiny and scrawny. But he's not like Jawa sized.
Gotcha. Don't fall behind. Also, don't let the Jawa eat you.
Eat me?
Well, they're Jawas. Look at him. He's practically wearing the last things he ate. And I keep walking.
That's true, because the armor is... Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm going to go ahead and fess up to a bit of a mistake on my part. At the end of this hallway, there is a door that goes into a cargo bay, but I forgot to put a door on the map. I also forgot to put a door here that goes into this docking bay. So, I'm going to make a couple quick lines on the map. There's a door here, and there's a door here.
You can just copy paste these doors over, right?
So you obviously haven't played too much with Fog of War on your maps. When you try to move something with the gizmo tool and there's Fog of War, you can only click on the Fog of War box. You have to delete the
Oh.
Fog of War box in order to move anything underneath the Fog of War.
I resize the Fog of War with Gizmo and make it really, really short.
Yeah, unfortunately, that will cause items when you build really intricate maps to pop in and out. So you'll start to see pieces of rooms. That's an elevator, by the way. If you pop that door open, that's a turbo lift that goes to the other levels.
All right. So what happened to that guy with the red shirt?
He ran into this door. It closed behind him. There was, it's worth reiterating. It was.
Pew pew. Ah.
That's what you hear.
Okay.
So notice how we all are going the opposite way of what he ran.
Well, I don't know for a fact that that's where he went. That was all meta knowledge, unless Randall or Master Waz is going to tell me.
Oh, yeah, I guess I was standing in the hallway and I saw this weird guy in a red shirt run past me.
Would you like to roll a perception check to see what you saw when the door opened?
Yes.
Okay, give me a 2 purple perception check.
Seesaw.
Alright, perception.
I will give you a 1 success if you say, "Oh my God, they killed Kevin!"
Oh my God, they killed Kevin!
But I'm gonna bring him back.
You saw that.
As Venom.
Yeah, so Kevin ran in there and the droid, very similar to the one that we fought against in the first room, was in that room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's check this place out. Alright, so that was a turbo lift. You said, what's this door? Can I open this one?
Yep. So you pop open the door, and the droid turns, and let's do your same initiative slots. 3 players, because Ranather is here, and then the droid gets to go.
Fuck me sideways. I guess I'm going to shoot him, because I walked in the door. I'm going to shoot him.
Okay. Roll your to hit. It is 1 red, because he's adversary 1.
1 red.
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy. Ah, I got robbed.
You did get robbed. How would you like to spend your 4 advantage?
Can I dive out of the way? I want to try to close the door.
Yeah, you can. With 4 advantage, you can absolutely do that. So you basically nope out of there and slap the door handle, and the door slams shut. And you turn to the rest of the group and you say,
"Yeah, there's big droid in there." And I try to lock the door.
Alright. Who's next? You're still in structured time.
I'm gonna defer to
Did you
whoever
see
the third one
anything
was.
else in there?
It all happened pretty fast. Hold on. There was a droid. Big droid. Nope, I can't remember anything else.
Do you think the droid's going to follow us here?
Oh yeah, he saw me. He's probably gonna come through that door.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open the door and go in.
Okay.
I'm gonna punch him. Oh, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do my so 1 maneuver to get there, and then 1 maneuver to activate my defensive stance.
Okay. He's 1 red, 1 purple for melee and brawl checks. I know I said 2 purples last time, but I forgot he was adversary 1.
No, you had 1 red, 1 purple last time.
Oh, did I? Oh, wow, I did a thing right.
Yep. No boost. Get him. Wow,
You were robbed too.
that is rough.
Yeah. See, if it had been reversed, if there's been 2 reds and 3 purples, and you'd had 1 yellow and 1 green, you'd have triumphed.
I mean, I did succeed at getting pieces of Kevin.
You did. You absolutely did. And now it's
I
and now those pieces
like
of Kevin are soaking in Kurtos virus.
Brain matter. I got brain matter. Kevin, you will live forever.
Oh yay!
So,
Killing people forever.
how would you like to spend your 2 advantage?
I'll pass it to the next person.
Okay. So you're keeping the droid occupied, so the next person who gets to go, which will be the last
Question.
good. Go ahead.
Wait. Can I make it harder for him? So like, can I add blacks to his next check?
Yes. So you can add a setback to his check just as easily as you adding a boost to.
Yeah, I'll add a setback to his check.
Okay.
Because with my 3 setbacks, I could possibly actually stop him from hitting us again.
100%.
Probably not.
It actually makes sense if you're body blocking and wrestling with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
The new tank.
One more player.
Can I rush in there with my flaming whip?
You can rush in there and do whatever you would like to do. So I'm going to put you right next to the big droid that they just saw. It is and I think you missed the description the first time, but it's an Imperial combat droid with blasters in each arm. And it's very heavy and tanky. The last one took a lot of blaster fire to kill.
Technically, only 2 shots. One from Dex and one from me. Technically, they just happen to be very powerful hits.
I hit him once.
Yeah,
I don't know if
You did 1 damage.
I wasn't counting your hit.
He did 1 damage. It totally counted.
Yeah, and then Dex triumphed.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to pull out my whipcord that's coated in fire paste and start smacking him while he is like I'm behind Pain and just coming out at the right time and getting him with a whip. I think behind Pain again and coming out the next time.
I like it. Okay, roll a 1 red, 1 purple melee. Oh, you can't because you're
It's 2 yellows and a green.
2 yellows and a green. I got you. You did it. All right. So how much damage is that?
That's 3 from my strength. That's +2 from the whip itself, and if I got 2 advantages, I can catch him on fire.
You did not get 2 advantages, but you did get 1 success. So that's 6 damage.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You definitely managed to slice into something during one of those. Like he swings his arm and you catch him like right in the armpit joint, and you manage to slice into something that felt like it was valuable. Okay. Who's up? Well, the bad guy's up next. Alrighty. It's going to do the same thing. It raises its arms in the exact same method as it did last time.
3 defense and a setback.
I think you are the hardest one to hit still. It missed. And that is due to your 4 black dice. So
Put enough of fuck shit up.
I was about to say it's all about numbers with those. So yeah, it just sprays fire, but all it hits is door jam. It tries to light up the right hand blaster with Dex, but at that moment is when Waz manages to bite into it and pull it out of the line of fire. All right, who's left? It's Randall and Ranither.
I'm gonna walk into the room.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to, since obviously that thing is a lot bigger than me, and reasons, I'm actually going to see about just a straight perception check around the room to make sure that there's nothing other than this bot that we're missing.
Okay. Okay, roll me a 2 purple perception check. So if you hold your mouse over this thing right here,
Over what thing? Yeah, okay.
it's a bomb.
Okay.
There's a bomb, a terminal, and a light switch. Other than that, this room's empty.
It's a bomb, a terminal, and a light switch. Okay. I'm assuming that takes up the rest of mine.
Yeah, anytime you have to roll, it's an action.
Okay. Can I at least speak to Payne?
Yes, talking's always an incidental.
Hey, Payne. There's another bomb in this room. It looks like they're rigging the whole station to explode.
Affirmative. I got a question. Can I just can I take his audio, just put it out through my speakers, translated? Can we just say I do that, and then I have to say I turn it off when I want to be a dick? Am I muted? Nope.
No, you're not muted.
You're not muted. He's thinking about it.
I am. I'm not going to make you call it every time. We'll say for combat purposes you can do it, but when we're narratively in a roleplay session, you need to specify whether that function is on or off.
Done.
In combat, I'll allow it for fluidity's sake, but in roleplay purposes, I would like you to tell me when you're doing it.
Combat, it is always on unless I mute him. Socially, I have to say he's not muted for him to be able to speak. I like it.
Yes, thank you.
You are a terrible person.
Yes.
I'm in good company.
I know.
Okay, Randall. There's a bomb and a big droid.
There is a bomb and a big droid. I'm gonna
2 big droids.
use my multi-goo gun, and so the droid's got 2 cannons. Can I use the ensnare on one of the cannons to make the cannon not go off, or is that?
I like where your head's at. So since you're being creative, here's what I'll do. I will increase the difficulty once, and if you succeed at all, you will completely gum up one of his cannons.
All right, so that's a red and a purple.
So it's actually going to be 2 reds. Because he's
2 reds.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, you're right. A red and purple because you're shooting, not meleeing. You are correct.
Yeah. There's no way I'm gonna melee this stupid bot.
Also a setback because you're shooting through allies. But you can take
All
your
right.
whole turn to aim. So if you want to add a boost dice, you can do that too.
All right. 50-50 in theory.
Oh, you almost had a triumph.
Yeah.
All right, you did
Yeah.
hit though. All right, so mechanically, what that's going to do is that removes auto fire. He can no longer auto fire because one of his cannons is now completely gone. Well, not gone, but covered in expanding foam. All right, that's the last player for the round, correct?
Yep.
Dex rolls up. Is there something you need lifted? Is there something you need moved? Do you require any assistance? He's speaking directly to Captain Dex.
Is there a terminal around here? Because there's doors, right?
Yes.
I kind of want him to go into the video feed if he can.
Dex?
I'm sure the station's got video feeds, right?
Sure. Point him at a terminal. So the door terminals are just on. They're like light switches that open and close the doors. But you can point him at one of those if you want.
There's
a
also
terminal
one
in here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the room.
All right. So he walks in here like right past the, like just nonchalantly walks past everything and gets on the terminal and starts beep boop beep boop beep boop. Okay. Top of the round. 3 players.
Who wants to go? Yep.
Can I punch him again?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
All right. So did my repulsor ray? It missed, right? So I have to wait 2 rounds for it to cool to redo.
Yeah, my interpretation of it is that if you try to use it, it's still spent.
Right. That's what I'm saying. All right. Also have that.
It's worth noting, Mr. Ranather, that you only come up to this thing's kneecaps.
Yeah. Hence why I didn't gauge it as a fucking threat.
I mean, you could also, you're really hard to hit. Mechanically, you were probably the hardest to hit, except for Dr. Payne has taken a special maneuver to make himself harder to hit. But if you hadn't done that, you'd actually be the hardest person here to hit.
Well, mechanically, I think if I had a blowtorch, I could start disassembling this dude on the fucking fly, but I don't know if you're going to let me go that way.
Randall has a blowtorch.
I mean, I'm a Jawa. Narratively, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to disable the other arm.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my defensive maneuver to...
So, do you want to forego doing damage to disable the arm? Because I'll let you do that, just like I let him do the other one.
Yes. I don't need to do damage. I'm just going to disable the arm for now.
So you don't have a blowtorch, but you do have a entrenching tool, which has a saw blade on it.
I have vibro knuckles, shock gloves.
I'm talking to Ranather.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's the same difficulty to hit. You just roll yours. You said you do want to forego damage to disable the arm?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, snap.
Yep. All right, so roll me a D100. Do you like high or low?
Low.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. Okay, you picked low, so that's good. All right, so the blaster cannon in the arm does go off. It doesn't hit anything vital, and it doesn't hit the bomb. But it does, on its way to wherever it's going, give you a base damage of 10. I don't know how much you soak, but it basically shoots you as you rip its arm off.
I mean, I will accept that. That seems so much better than where I could have gone.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had my other options were letting it hit one of the weaker party members or having it hit the bomb.
Yeah, no, I made this guy a tank. I'm good with that.
All right, who's up next? Got 2 more players need to go, before the baddie can go again.
The gun's disabled, boss. You can shoot him now.
Yeah, it's got no offensive armament besides its ability to punch people.
It's technically, it's armless. Practically armless.
It's got one arm that's got goop all over it, and then it's missing its other arm outright. You are holding its other arm.
So I'm feeling like it can do improvised melee and potentially communicate out to anything else on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So, for general purpose, would I happen to know where communication on an Imperial droid would be as a Jawa? I'm assuming no.
So that's actually a check you can make, and it won't cost you your turn to do it. So that's going to be either education or zoology. They're both the same for you. So roll me a 2 purple education check. All right, yeah. So there's a little antenna sticking out of its backpack, and you're like, I could severely inhibit its ability to communicate if I just cut that off.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to take the next turn, and I'm going to basically flank it. I'm not sure flanking does anything in this.
I mean,
or am I close enough as is?
You have to move into engage range with it, which is a maneuver. But then you're in engage range with it. The thing is, how are you going to get to it? Are you going to like try to climb, or are you going to try to like throw something at it, or are you going to try to shoot it? Just remember,
all of those seem like terrible options.
They are.
I'm in love with the idea of a Jawa climbing up this thing's back, but that's
So
just
you
me.
know what? We're climbing its fucking back.
So,
So I'm gonna move into engage. So that's my maneuver, and then I'm gonna climb the motherfucker to break it off. I'm assuming athletics check.
I'm going to simplify this and call it a mechanics check because you actually have climbing gear. For reasons I haven't figured out, but you've got a lot of survival gear. Go ahead and roll me a
do.
Go ahead and roll me a 1 red mechanics check.
One spelunking.
What is my mechanics? A yellow, green. Got it.
So that's a ability and a proficiency. I think you did it. So you climb up this thing's back. So you guys just watch this Jawa scrabble up its back and gets the antenna and then just like, battle axe style swings its entrenching tool into this thing's antenna and the antenna goes fling off the top of it. And then he makes Utini noises.
So, Dave, the only thing I need you to do narratively right now is turn to the Dex robot and tell him, see, he eats robots.
Yeah. Yep, I tell him that. See, Dex? I also, I would give you the arm I'm holding. Like an offering.
Okay. So that's 2 people have gone. 1 more person needs to go, right? Before the bad guy. There's 3 good guy slots.
Just either Matt Kizik or Dex Kizik or...
Yep. It's anybody
Randall.
but Ranather or Pan.
I was gonna let you guys shoot.
So I got a whip of rope that's no longer flaming out. I'm gonna try to wrap it around its leg that I could go out and get behind it and hold it as still as I possibly can.
Okay. So it's going to be a brawl check.
Okay, yeah, it's a brawl check. 1 yellow, 2 greens.
Unless it needs to be. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It's the same check either way.
It's a little bit better if it's a melee check, but I think a garrote is a brawl check.
Okay. 1 yellow, 2 greens. Oof. It doesn't even have to be you rolling it. 3 successes, 0 advantage, 1 despair. So, Master Waz wraps this thing around the throat of the droid, and he pulls around behind it to where if he were trying to strangle a sentient, he would be in a really good position. So what ends up happening is he tips the whole thing backwards. Ranather is thrown from the back and is thrown clear of it, but the droid lands on top of Waz, and as it lands on top of Waz, its head comes off. And initially, Waz is very happy about this, but the droid is still active. Apparently its brain isn't in its head. It is now knocked down and on top of Waz. And it's its turn.
And it's headless.
I'm going to flip a dark side token to the light, and you're going to hear it say self-destruct sequence initiated. Any player may go.
I thought we had our other 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot.
Sorry, you're right. It has to be the 2 players that are remaining.
All right, I'm gonna come through the door
Okay.
and shoot it.
Okay. It's laying prone, so it actually is a little bit harder to hit, unless you want to get right up on top of it.
Yeah. If I can't coup de grace it, that's okay.
But you definitely can't coup de grace, but you can spend a maneuver to get in engage range with it and stick the barrel of your pistol right down on it, and I'll give you just a normal check to do it.
Okay, so it's 1 red.
Yep. Oh man.
Son of a bitch.
2 success, 3 advantage, and 1 despair. So I'm running out of things to despair.
1 minute countdown. A 10-second countdown.
How much damage is that, and how do you want to spend your 3 advantage?
Shit. Let's see.
While he's figuring that out, just for sake, this door right here, is that like just a standard door, or is that an airlock or something?
That's an airlock. So you've figured out the layout enough to know that these outside doors, there's one here, and one here, go out to these 3 platforms on the big model. Does that make sense? So those are airlocks that go out to the platforms.
So can we talk out of turn to everybody?
Yeah, you can always talk incidental-wise.
I did 10 damage.
Okay.
And then my advantage is, I guess I'll pass on. Phew.
So that's to me.
You don't critical on 3?
That's a good point. Yeah, just 3.
Okay. Would you like to roll a critical?
Yes. Let's roll a crit.
I
Good
would
call.
like you to also roll the location dice, please.
Okay. 42 in the hand, the right hand.
It's in the hand that doesn't exist. Roll that one more time. Awesome.
Chest.
You fire several times into its chest. As you do that, you realize that you've exposed the core of a thermal detonator. The thermal detonator will go off at the end of this round. Sorry, at the end of the next round, because someone still needs to go. Randall still needs to go this turn. So you have 1 round before this thing's going to go off. If a thermal detonator goes off in here, it is going to detonate the thing in the corner. If it detonates the thing in the corner, a third of this station is going to disappear. Randall would know all of this just by looking at it.
Yes. Good
Is
thing
there
it's my
airlock?
turn next.
Is there an airlock?
Yes,
Yeah, that's what we established just a second ago.
that back door is an airlock.
That's why I was saying, can we speak out of turn so I can be like, hey, Payne, we
Why don't
may
you guys
want
get out
to
of
throw
the
this
room?
out the airlock.
Yeah, you
Yes.
guys get out of the room, and I'll maglock myself to the floor.
Well,
and
hold
pitch
on.
him out the air.
Hold on. Randall has a turn before we get to the top of
Yes.
the round.
So this thermal detonator that's been exposed,
Mhm.
is it at a point where I can take it out with my hands, or can I pull it out without it having it explode?
You can attempt to do so. So it's going to be a more difficult check, but it will have the potential to disarm it. So if you want to just take it out and leave it armed, that'll be a 2 purple check. That's actually not that hard. If you want to take it out and disarm it and not salvage it, that's going to be a 1 red, 2 purple check. If you want to salvage it and end up with a thermal detonator that you can use in your hand afterwards, it's going to be a 3 red check.
YOLO, Zach. YOLO.
Hey, I'll be right back.
All right, sweet. While the captain's out, I'll make some really dumb decisions. Yeah. And I'm assuming if I fail that 3 red check, it's probably going to be the end of the party.
Fail? No. Despair, that's going to be a bad thing.
We've already had enough despairing this evening. I think you're safe, Zach.
You never know.
No, that's Kevin. That's just no.
It's a risk this jaw was willing to take.
So it's 2 purple and 1 red for.
For disarming it, but not salvaging it.
Yes, I will go for the. I'll go for the disarm, but not salvage. The 2 purple, 1 red.
Okay.
And
Would
I
you like to flip a destiny token?
Yes, I would.
Well, that's a good idea.
Look, no despair.
All right.
How would you like to spend your 2 advantage?
Is there a way to extend? I'm like, 2 advantage to extend the thermal detonator.
I'm going to make this
Makes
easy
my
for you.
blood-
I'm relatively certain on the very next turn, Payne's going to shove this thing out that airlock.
Yes.
See if because you were doing remove and disarm, correct?
Correct.
So see if our nice, GM will let you at least remove it, but not disarm it.
Nope, he didn't succeed.
Can the advantage, while I was trying to pull it out, it's no longer laying on top of Master Waz. It's just in a nice, easy position for Payne to shove this whole thing out.
Sure, you can absolutely give Payne a boost dice for his check.
All right.
Top of the round. Who's going? Like I didn't already know.
So I'm going to grab the handles on this droid.
2 purple athletics check. Don't forget your boost dice from Randall.
So before you grab it and shove it out the airlock, the rest of us are still in said room.
It's an airlock.
Oh, so he's just shoving it into the actual intermediate airlock. He's not shoving it out
So
into space.
in Star Wars, when you open one of these doors, there's like a magnetic field that keeps the atmosphere in. And it's actually, you walked in through those magnetic fields. It's going to have atmosphere on the other side, but it'll be outside of the bulkheads.
Gotcha. Okay.
Those magnetic fields aren't going to work anymore in a minute, but that's fine. It's 2 purples. There's no reds. You're just throwing it. And you triumphed.
Should I throw it at the Gazante? I'm sorry, not the Gazante.
The Lambda.
Oh, yeah.
It's not actually on the right side to throw at the Lambda.
Right. But if you think really hard, you can make things like you think of like spinning the ball. Yeah.
He's curving the bullet.
Curving the bullet. Thank you, Kevin.
So as you throw it out the window, you see a little button that says "Cargo ejected." Do you want to engage tractor beam? And you literally have a little touchpad where you can steer it, and you, with your fat ass finger, because your hands are now Hulk mitts, steer it towards the Lambda shuttle.
I mean, I can interface with computers now because I have that droid.
Yep. So you steer it right into the Lambda shuttle. You can do it. That's an acceptable use for a triumph. It hits, it goes off, there's damage done. There's a beeping in the corner of the room. You guys are out of structured time, however.
I'm gonna look at Payne and be like, "Good job." So now that we know that there's multiple bombs on the station, I'm going to assume there's even more. And if they're tied to the same timer as the other one, what are we looking at time-wise?
4 minutes. Randall?
Yep. All right. I'm ready to go and drain this liquid here.
Pitter patter.
Is there anything in this room to actually drain the liquid into?
There is not. There is, however, doors to other spaces, other docking bays and cargo rooms.
How heavy is that bomb?
You could easily pick it up.
Can I just push it out the airlock?
You could push it out the airlock.
Is there a downside to this?
There's always a downside.
I won't have as many explosives to play with, but
Tractor beam it into the Lambda again.
The land was going to be done by the time we're done dropping bombs and shit on it.
So, beep boop, crunch. Guys, this terminal's broken. The keyboard is smashed, like, into a million pieces.
I think we just need to, can I eat the droid? I look at Payne. Can I eat that droid?
He's supposed to be
broken.
our new mechanic.
This keyboard's defective.
You're not really making your resume look great right now.
Can I ask the droid if I can see his hands?
Of course. It's
I hold his hands, I crush them, and I say, that's what was defective. Now they won't break things anymore.
Ooh, all right. Roll an athletics check, because his hands, as you pick them up, you're going to realize are actually loading clamps. Unusual for a mechanics droid not to have fine dexterous fingers. Like they're Starship grade Durasteel, and they're like clamps.
Difficulty?
2 purples. All right, so you still succeeded. Ow, my hands! Why? It will make it difficult for me to fix things.
That is true. That is true. Could you let me take a look at those and let's see if we can get those fixed over here in my office. Can I push them out the airlock now?
That's
Can
okay.
before you do that, after I see him crush his hands, do I have knowledge of this droid to know where his communicator is?
Sure.
So I'm gonna make sure if he goes out the airlock, he's gonna be fucking quiet about it.
2 purple. Education check.
You know, I was trying to find a starship mechanic.
You did hire an incredibly good Starship mechanic 2 sessions ago. He's part of the crew.
That's true.
Also, Ranither, this droid, who's a quote-unquote mechanic droid, is actually a load droid. He's a labor droid. He's meant for picking up boxes and putting them down. He's not a mechanic droid. Well, he's pretty useless at putting up boxes and putting them down now because his hands are kind of gone. He's the kind of droid that you would get to carry, like, I don't know, a large bomb or a pallet or a bunch of barrels or something to work on it.
Damn it, we could have... I would have said we could have gotten this guy to pick up the bomb to put it outside, and as he was about to set it down, that's when we could push him off, but we can shove him off now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him to my office and send him out with the other Kevin.
Okay. So you would send him out the other Kevin, or you can tell him to go through that door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you're going to tell him to go through that door, what are you going to tell him to do? Are you going to tell him, hey, go get something out of there, or are you just going to tell him to walk through the door? Okay.
I'm like, look, there's an extra pair of hands in there. Go get those.
Okay. He does said thing. He's like, yes, I can do that. That is not an issue. I am a good droid.
Huh. What are we doing about this bomb?
Beep,
I thought paint was
beep,
moving it.
beep, beep.
Throw it. Toss it.
Yeah.
Toss it out the airlock.
Fuck out.
Are you trying to hit the lambda with this as well?
No.
Okay.
I'm
It
just
just
trying to get it off away from us.
it just floats out the airlock blindly then. All right. Congratulations.
So now that bomb's taken care of. The other one's taken care of. How many more do we think are on the ship since we don't have video feed?
I'm gonna check through this door.
Okay.
I don't know if somebody could try to find a terminal that isn't crushed. We might be able to get a video feed.
So you walk through this door into a cargo room. The cargo in the immediate vicinity are shit tons of ammunition. Power cells for rifles, rocket rounds for rocket launchers, steel slugs for various different types of things. There's crates that look like they have generators or some sort of heavy equipment in it. It's a weapons cache. And on the other end, there's barrels that you could use to disarm bombs and military field rations and supply tents. It's a storage depot that you could supply an army with.
I look at Payne. Hey, Payne. So obviously we know those big battle droids seem to be guarding the bombs, and since Randall relayed to you guys, to us, I don't know, that's going to be weird, about someone getting shot that way, I'm going to assume another droid is out there. There's probably another bomb that direction.
Randall, grab these barrels and get that other bomb. I guess we're gonna take them with us. That's what we'll do.
Alright. Is that... You're just gonna have me carry these?
Not by yourself. I'll take one.
They're
what kind
empty.
of
They're
armaments?
Yeah, there's a lot of other armor. I can make some grenades and stuff.
Time.
Grenades around the bomb might be bad.
Time.
I kind of want to load this stuff up into the Drock.
Time.
It's money. Yeah,
Jawa
but Ranathar's right.
Jawa keeps chirping at you, and then you hear this sound from Pain. Also, Waz is still with you guys. You're still here, right, Kizik?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I want to go get that bomb.
Okay. You guys are at the door where all of the action has been happening. All the pew-pews and Who's
All
going
right.
in first?
I'm going in first.
Really? You?
Yes, I am.
Okay. It's Ranathar's slot.
Yeah.
You open the door. You can walk in.
Alright, be little buddy.
There's a big droid! Oh no, what do you do?
First thing is, how do I actually turn my fucking token around?
It's
Q and
Q and E while you're holding it.
Okay. So perception check as I enter in, because I think you said before that doesn't take full action, correct?
If it's what you want to do on your turn, it does take a full action, but if you're just looking for the bomb, it's right here.
Okay. So I can do one maneuver in and one action, but my action can be moving out too, correct?
So, yes, you can do that. If you take 2 strain, you can take 2 maneuvers, but if you want to take a maneuver after your action, you have to have 2 advantage on your check. So
I
want to
I maneuvered into the room,
Mhm.
correct? And then I can spend my action moving out of the room, or do I actually have to shoot?
Oh no, you can take an action and just be like, nah, fuck this, I'm leaving. You can absolutely do that.
Yeah, so I say, fuck this, I'm leaving, walk out.
Okay.
Literally walk right back out and go, yep, there's another bomb in there, guys. And obviously Payne can relay that because we're in combat.
Yeah. I kind of thought that was the case.
Anything else in there?
There was a dead human and
A
a
big
destroyed
fucking droid.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go punch that big droid.
Yeah, Payne, go.
I just Kool-Aid Man right in there.
Okay. Same check as before.
I'll do the defensive maneuver too.
Okay, so it's 2 maneuvers, so you're taking your strain.
Yep, 2 strain, right?
Yep.
Alright. This, one more of those. Nope, not one more of those. 2, 3. Yeah, got it. That'll hit. That is, hold on. 16 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Repulsor Fist. Oh, did I roll any advantage? 1 advantage, not enough. No, that's my
Okay.
turn.
So you punch the shit out of this thing. Its armor crumples in, sparks fly out of it. It's not dead, but it is badly damaged. It staggers backwards a little bit. Who's next?
I'll come in and pop him.
Finish him, Cap.
Yeah, if that doesn't do it, Waz will come in and torch him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hit him hard.
Shoot him. He's 1 red shooter.
No, I moved, so I'm not gonna get a blue. Fuck. Yeah.
How much damage is that?
That would be 11 and a crit, so 22.
$11 and a crit. You can't double damage on a crit. It has to be a triumph.
Oh,
Yeah, but you
Okay.
but you can roll a crit dice.
yeah, 11, a crit. Here we go. Rolling. 9.
Okay. You don't need the location dice unless he's self-destructing. I just wanted to know if you shot the actual thing. Okay. So, mine or Nick? Oh no, it's the second one, so it's the one up from that. Alrighty, so slowed down. Target can only act on last allied. It's the only allied initiative in its turn. One more player. Waz, you want to finish this thing off?
Yeah. I'll run in and I will hit. I'm not going to catch my thing on fire. I'm just going to try to rip its head off again. That felt pretty good last time.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to go for an arm. Just a nice wrap it around 2 or 3 times and pull it real hard.
Okay. Sounds like a brawl check.
1 yellow, 2 greens.
Excuse me. Are you aiming in quotation marks? Can you do that?
No, not with. I have to engage it.
Okay. Oh. Oh, look at you. 1 success, 0 advantage, 1 triumph. It's dead, by the way.
Good job.
I would like to rip its arm off and hit it with it to knock it over.
Okay. He literally rips his arm off and beats it to death. Alright, you find yourself in this room. There's a beeping coming from this thing in the corner.
I point to it with the arm.
Is there enough time for me to drain the liquid out into all these different barrels that we have here?
So there is approximately 1 minute and 30 seconds left on this timer.
Shove it out this airlock.
Yeah. It's going out the airlock.
This is the Lambda shuttle airlock too.
It sure is.
So bomb it. Payne, throw it out.
Do the thing.
Are we pointing it in any particular direction, or you just want to hope that it hits the Lambda shuttle?
I'm hoping it hits the Lambda shuttle.
Okay.
I want it off the station.
Red or blue?
Can he take time to aim it?
Red.
Yes.
Okay, it hits it.
Nice.
Floats out there, and then there's a ba-boom as it rocks the shuttle. You physically see the shuttle like lift up for a second, and the artificial gravity pulls it back down, slamming into the deck. It's not destroyed, but it's kind of fucked up. While the airlock on this side is open, you get a brief transmission from the outside, and it's a combination. It's kind of cluttered and it's difficult to make out, but you can hear Ardos and Mr. Clean going back and forth. And the gist of it is, we can probably hold off these fighters, but we can't do anything against that dreadnought. We need another plan. And then the door shuts, and you realize that those doors are blocking communications from the outside.
Huh. Alright, so can I step outside and then get back on comms?
You can attempt to do so, yeah, absolutely. You realize you will be standing on a platform out in the vacuum of space in a combat zone. If they hit you with anything, you'll be rolling a character.
Yeah, okay.
Can I pick up my arm that I'm holding and kind of jam it in between there to see if I can just keep that door propped open?
So the only way you're going to get to be able to transmit, you can listen all you want. If you want to do that and just open it and listen, you can. If you want to transmit, you're going to have to be out on the platform because you need the antenna on the Drock to transmit. But if you just want to listen, then yes, it's much less of a risk. You can just hold the door open.
Okay, I'm tracking. So I need to get back to the Drock if I want to transmit.
Yeah, or walk out on this platform and relay through the Drock. It's close enough that you can relay through the Drock if you're outside.
So, odd question, because we determined there's a lift here as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are we making the assumption there's no other bombs on any other floors?
No, we need to take a lift and go. So I'm going to start moving towards the lift here in the center.
But between, it looks like we're heading out of here, but I was gonna say between myself and Ranathar, can we like take apart this droid that's down and improvise an antenna and just set it out there so we can communicate while we're inside?
Improvise an antenna. I literally ripped an antenna off of one.
Yeah.
I should have that antenna.
How
Can we?
I keep my trophies.
how
can we
long
make-
do you want to spend doing this? But yes, you
Yeah,
can.
we need to go.
To be fair, 1 minute and 30 seconds has already passed.
Oh, so we don't have to. Okay, cool. Doesn't mean different times, but okay.
Yeah, I guess the rest of the battle out there is still happening, and
Yes. Every time you open this door, for whatever reason, there's like explosions and there's a running firefight going on outside between the rebel forces and the Imperials.
Yeah, I'm gonna go towards not that way.
all right. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna take the lift.
Okay. Everyone's
Gonna make
getting
love in
lift.
an elevator. Yep.
As I'm assuming he's going with everyone else, I'm going to grab all the tokens. We're going to come
Make
in
love in the-
this way, and then I'm going to re-engage the Fog of War. Okay. You guys zoop all the way up to the top of the elevator. Ding! What would you like to do?
The doors open automatically.
They sure do.
I'm gonna Matrix style out the elevator doors,
Mhm.
jump and dive,
Nothing.
and I look so stupid because there's nothing in here.
As soon as you hit the ground, you're like, oh, there's no one in here. And you hear, if you have your game sound on,
Cool, lots of stuff.
yep, and that all seems to be coming from this side of the platform.
Okay.
So this door.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. I look back.
I
And
would
I
like
say,
to walk
clear.
as I was gonna walk as calmly out as possible. That was intense just to see nothing here, Captain. But glad you're staying limber.
Yeah. I pulled something. I stand up and I realize that my blaster's still on the ground, so I bend down and pick it up. Oops, sorry. Okay, so a lot of shooting from this way. We should try to go this way, probably. You guys coming? I put my back to this wall.
Which way did you want to go?
Into this room.
All right, I open the door.
Initially, you walk into what appears to be some sort of VR lounge, but there's no one in here.
It's empty, Captain.
You hear more blaster fire much, much closer through the far door.
Which one's the far door?
Where this way?
Yep, that one.
No, the first one.
This one.
I go in this door.
Pop it.
Okay. Everybody roll initiatives.
We're cool. We're cool.
Are we cool or vigilant?
You are cool. You are expecting a fight.
1, 2.
I just wanted you to tell me I was cool.
I don't remember what to roll for initiative.
You roll.
It's the stat called cool on your character sheet. Skill. Sorry. Skill.
I think everybody's too green.
I am. Oh, I'm 2 green, aren't I? No.
Brannifer is also 2 green.
02.
Who rolled the 1-0?
Me.
Someone has to roll for Waz.
2 greens.
I'll roll it. 2-0.
That's good.
Oh.
Who are you barking at? That's not necessary. Come. Come on. Not barking at the cat. Come on.
So
Sorry, I'm setting up all your adversaries.
I kind of want to have fun with my coercion or deception at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Just, at some point.
Why not now? Just walk in there and say, "Excuse me, guys, is this where I should be?"
We have you surrounded. Give up.
Yeah, I'm here for the Jawa convention.
Alrighty.
I heard someone ordered a Jawa stripper.
So go ahead and let me get these guys rolling. I had the other one all laid out and written out. So that's 1-3 for baddie number 1. 2-0 for baddie number 2. And the officer is 2-1. Okay. So, it's bad guy, good guy, bad guy, bad guy, good guy, good guy.
Is that the Jawa stripper there?
Yeah. I can't make the pen any smaller, so.
I love the size of its eyes.
Alrighty. So, first up, Payne walks in. Oh, I'm in another window. Where's Payne thing? Payne walks in. This Death Trooper gets to turn around and immediately use his ability and fire his blaster rifle.
2 defense.
2 defenses. Ooh. Alright, he misses, but he triumphs. So here's what's going to happen. He shoots the door panel. The door panel slams the door shut. If you all spend your whole turn trying to force the door open, you can have it open at the beginning of the next turn. But short of that, you're not going to get through that door during the next turn.
Can sound go through said door?
If you scream real loud.
Even with a remote communicator?
You have a microphone, so yes, you could try to do that.
I'm assuming when we did the original one that I wasn't here for, no one threw Incite Rebellion or anything, correct?
That is
Correct.
correct. It wouldn't have worked on the droids anyway.
So who's on the initiative?
Oh, can I punch one of these guys?
It's a 1 good guy slot right now, and then the other 2 bad guy groups get to go.
Can I incite real quick, if anyone minds?
Go ahead.
Okay, so before I incite, because incite's based off a coercion check, I'm also going to do, I'm going to take 2 strain to downgrade the difficulty of 2 of those. Because it's Incite Rebellion's a 3 purple, so that takes it down to, what if I'm doing that?
1 purple. If it does it twice, it's 1 purple. If it does it once, it's 2 purple.
Alright. We're looking at 1 purple, and then full coercion check, correct?
Yep.
I think that's it.
All right. What's that do for you?
So, Incite rebellion. Once per session, may take an incite rebellion action, make a hard coercion check to cause a number of beings up to ranks in coercion to become rebellious until end of encounter.
Okay.
So coercion is at 2 ranks, so two of them will become rebellious. And then I take 2 strain from that.
Okie dokie. So, baddie group number 3 is going to turn into a hostile / it says rebellious, so I'm assuming that's open to interpretation. They're death troopers. I just don't know how lore-wise they would become rebellious.
They had a gambling issue with their leaders, and I don't know.
His voice. Just his
They-
voice.
They like to gamble, their leader doesn't like it, they're seeing an opportunity to be like, hey, let's bet on shit and just fuck up with everyone else. I don't fucking know, dude.
Sounds good. We'll go with that. Okay. So only the officer can go. Switch to the officer. What abilities do you have? Okay. So she's going to direct overwhelming fire at Painbot. Yeah. May perform a maneuver to give allied minion group free combat check action. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Okay. So they're going to shoot at Pain.
Who's shooting at me?
The minion group that already went, because that's her special ability.
Yeah, but I can't see anybody.
Oh. Is that better?
Yes.
Sorry.
Is that everybody in the room?
That's everybody in the room. There's a small squad of elite commandos going through here. That's why the Incite Rebellion thing is throwing me off. Okay, what were we doing? Okay, so they hit with 3 successes and a triumph. 2 threats. Okay, so that weapon hits for 10
I mean, if-
damage.
Before you go on, Chris, if you want to say instead of the scathing or the incite rebellion and just switch it over to a scathing tirade, it's still a coercion check.
That's fine. Your character's built around that ability. I just have to figure out a way to deal with it.
I mean, lore-wise, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. If you want to do a straight strain damage to stuff, I'm fine with that.
I have a few tricks up my sleeve to deal with it. I'll figure it out. So it's 13 damage to Pain, plus a critical. And then, because that's a maneuver, she still gets to shoot.
You took 2 defense on that, right?
Yep, she's got 2 defense. Let me know if it's more than that, because I'm just leaving your check in there.
It's 2 right now.
Okay. Okay. Take 9 more damage and a second volley after that.
Okay. And then I got 1 critical.
Yep. Alrighty. Now, assuming everyone but Ranithor is opening this door, we're going to skip back to the top of the round where the door is going to pop open as everyone is going to pry this thing open. And, oh, I need to make the rebellious group go.
So,
Of course.
actually, I was going to give you another way to deal with that. We could potentially flip a light side token, and they could be implanted spies from the rebellion in the squad.
I got a bad one.
Well, they just shot the shit out of the other group of commandos. One of the commandos just goes down as these 2 guys shoot. Is that flipping a destiny token thing a written thing that's in your rule set, or is that just something
No.
you were throwing out there? Okay.
That was just something I was throwing out there.
Yeah, let's just leave it like it is for the time being. I have other ways of dealing with it. It's once per session, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just deal with it. Okay. That makes it the first player turn.
Yeah, I'd like to punch something.
Okay. Well, there's a death commando right in front of you and an officer on the corner, and then 2 stormtroopers that you thought were hostile that just turned around and shot one of their buddies.
Yeah, I'd like to take out the officer.
Okay. You're going to need a maneuver to get into engage range. Yep.
Yep. Maneuver to get engaged. Second maneuver to activate my defensive stance.
Mhm.
And I'm going to try to beat the shit out of this guy. What is her difficulty?
She is adversary 1. I think. Yes, adversary 1. She's 1 red, 1 purple. She has no ranks in defense or anything that would help with this.
Right. Give me 1 second. I'm not using the repulsor fist because she's a human, right?
She is a human.
So that is this one. So that's 5, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 damage through soak, 2 strain.
She is still on her feet, but she has been rocked back significantly. So she bounces back up against the wall after you rock her dome.
Pretty sure I got nothing left. So that's
She looks like her eyes were starting to roll up into the back of her head. And then she came to right at the last second. Alright. That makes it the 1 Imperial Death Trooper. The door is now open, by the way, so he can see everyone. Probably still going to go for Pain. He is kind of the elephant in the room.
literally.
Mhm.
3 defense.
Do
If
you
it's melee, it's upgraded.
want him to go for you? Are you like trying to menace him?
Yeah, I think I take less damage than anybody else. I found a better way to be a doctor. Don't let them get hurt.
Okay. This guy shoots you in the back for 11 damage.
Right? I would like to mention to the Jawa that I've got some
Emergency
Things that-
repair patches.
in my backpack. If you could just start patching those on when you get a chance, or anybody.
I don't need yours. I carry my own for you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. Players, please. Oh, wait. The good bad guys have to go. Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
They just killed themselves.
You have no idea. I was going to have him throw a thermal detonator. I'll have it be a frag grenade instead, because otherwise this is going to be bad. So a frag grenade goes off in the hand of one of these good guys. He was looking like he was going to throw it at the officer. His hand just disappears. It's just gone. And they both take damage and are like knocked to the ground. Alright, now all the rest of the players can go.
Can I punch her again?
Not all the rest of the players. You've already gone.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So,
Hold up. I've only made 1 attack.
Yeah. You came in last round. You made an attack. You came
Wait.
in.
he didn't
I've
make an
only made
attack
1
last round.
attack, period. Total. I didn't go.
As soon as he came in, you just shot him.
He was the second player to go.
No.
Who took the second player slot?
He walked in the door, and then you shot him.
If the baddies are starting over, then we're starting over, right?
Yeah, so, yes, the players go... So this turn order on the right-hand side is wrong, first off. I meant to say that earlier. The baddies get the first turn. The second turn goes to Payne. I thought he went.
Yes.
I punched
he
the
did.
lady, yes. I thought we were restarting. If we're
Okay.
not, then we're good.
Payne might have missed it. Payne might have missed a turn. That should have been his second turn.
Yeah, no, it was my first turn.
Okay. You might have missed a turn earlier.
I've been shot 3 times and I haven't done it. I've gotten to hit once.
I'll let you go one more time before... I mean, it's not going to matter. The rest of the players haven't gone at all because of the way the door situation happened. Because they triumphed and hit the door.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just need to take her out so I don't get double hit. So yeah, I'm gonna defensive maneuver and punch her.
Okay. She has 1 hit point left.
I think I just have to hit her.
You just have to hit her.
Yeah, she's down.
Okay.
Unconscious. Not
Unconscious. Okay. So there's an unconscious Imperial officer right here. And now the rest of the party may go. There's a obviously hostile death trooper. There's a maybe hostile death trooper missing a hand, and a maybe hostile death trooper concussed on the ground but getting back up.
I watched one of them punch my robot or shoot my robot in the back. I'm going to come in with Ember and flamethrower him.
Okay. Step through the door.
Who are you calling your robot?
Roll me a... Oh, you can't roll anything. What's your light
Roll
range?
me a 3 green. I'd like to aim at that one. 3 green and a blue.
Oh, that's not it. Let's see. 3 green and a blue. And that. Okay. 3 success and 4 advantage. How much damage does that do? And is 4 advantage a critical?
I do not know.
It's going to be one of these cards off on the side. Fire
What?
Caller, Light Flame Projector does 5 damage. Criticals on 2. Burn is triggered by 2 more, so you can trigger Burn, and you can critical, and it has Pierce 2. That might kill him.
Also vicious 3. Yeah.
It's also Vicious 3. Alright, someone roll me a +3 critical dice for him real quick.
So it's 57, not 27.
Okay. So, yeah, you immolate the first guy. He's dead. You roast him like it's like crunchy marshmallow sounds coming from inside the armor. You know, like when the Mandalorian flamed through that guy in the early things? Rest of the party can still go. You got these 2 maybe hostile people in here.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk in, and then the one that is not missing a hand, since he is maybe hostile, maybe not. What would just a regular coercion check to kind of like bring him more to our side would be?
Coercion, so you're going to threaten to like rip his testes off if he doesn't join your side? Or,
Yeah!
Or negotiation, like it's a really good idea for you to join us.
Yeah, really good negotiation.
Okay, well, negotiation's a different skill set.
Oh, well, we'll go with coercion then.
Okay, so we're back to threatening.
Yeah.
So what exactly is your character saying in realizing that Painbot's going to be relaying all of this information, assuming he doesn't say otherwise?
But technically we're in combat, so... Chris is like, don't be a dick.
Oh no, don't worry. It's relayed exactly whatever you say is saying. It's the voice you're going to get that's going to change.
Oh god.
This one's Mickey Mouse.
Since I'm missing a little bit of the RP element, just kind of bear with me. We're here to recapture the station for the rebels, right?
We're here to
We're here to save a high-level rebel, like captain or commander person.
But this base was like part of the rebel fleet or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So basically, hey, we're the preliminary squad to recapture this. There are 3 more squads behind us. I would suggest you guys lay down your arms and figure out what you want to do with your lives. Obviously, there's something going on here. I don't know who you are, but if you don't surrender right now, we're just going to kill you as well.
All right. Roll a 3 purple coercion check.
I'm going to take 2 strain and make that a 1 purple coercion check.
Okay. You can take 2 strain and do that?
Because I have 2 ranks of intimidating.
Oh, wow.
2 ranks of intimidating. May suffer an additional strain to downgrade difficulty of coercion checks or upgrade difficulty when targeted.
See, this is a class that Dave would have been like, this is a useless class. It can't do anything.
No,
And you are fucking up all the things I do.
that is not what I would say. I just know that it would eventually be nerfed, and I wouldn't have fun anymore.
Holy shit, that almost ended badly.
Punching
How would-
things is so much more effective.
How would you like to spend your 4 advantage?
That depends on what you're going to give me out of the 1 success.
The 1 success is going to cause them to both to lay down their arms.
For advantage, one of them ends up working for us? Or at least giving us information regarding how many other assets are located within the space if they know.
They'll surrender to you guys. If you decide to take them with you, you can decide what else to do. You also have an unconscious Imperial officer.
So since they're surrendered, I'm assuming we are done with combat, correct?
You are out of combat. That is correct.
Okay. Would you like me to work some coercion on the Imperial officer when he wakes up, Payne?
Yeah, you should do that.
I got stun cuffs. Or the captain's got stun cuffs.
Ooh.
I sure do.
Disarm, stun cuffs, wake her up, and then I'll give her a talking to and see if we can get extra information out of her. I'm sure with your medical abilities you can, bring her back around.
Oh yeah.
I'll go ahead and use some of those repair patches to heal
We
up.
should probably move the death troopers out of the room though. Or plug their ears, or I don't know. Sometimes the officers say things that make them do crazy shit.
Well, you're the one that would relay that message to them.
Okay. Flipping a dark side token. The whole station rocks as it's now being strafed by TIE fighters. Parts of it are starting to explode.
Weren't we here to save somebody? Why are we torturing a lady?
Yeah,
That's a good question. Can we just toss her out into space?
I mean, that's an officer. We could use information regardless of what we do.
She's still passed out. Let's search the rest of the place and speed this whole deal up.
Yeah, I'll put her in my backpack.
Put her in your backpack. God damn it. Are we putting stun cuffs on the death troopers? How many pairs of stun cuffs do you have?
I only have the 1 pair.
They surrendered.
Yeah, +1 could get out. He's missing a hand.
I was just fucking thinking that. God damn it. By the way, Payne, can you at least make sure that he doesn't bleed out on us? Since he did effectively surrender.
Oh, so you want me to blow his head off?
Oh.
No, just fucking...
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
you. All right, yeah, I take I take his hand and I hold it up to Waz's freshly heated gun, and let's cauterize it.
I mean, I think the frag grenade might have... I don't know. Anyway.
You want a medical check too?
Dex didn't even come into the room yet.
Did you need a medical check for that? Or are you good?
No, you're good. They're surrendered.
Yeah, I seared his arm. It's solid now.
Who walks into the room first?
Oh, can I get how many med patches can I take?
The unlimited. They don't diminish like stim packs. Your repair
Okay.
patches are 3 recovered per med pack, and you can take or repair patch, and they are unlimited use. So if Dex is the first one to walk in, you walk in and barely miss a Wookiee swinging a blade that would have taken your head off, but he stopped it at the last second when he realized you weren't a stormtrooper.
Whoa, buddy. Hey, we're here to get people out.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and remove the fog of war. Because you have now reached the thing, as the old guy from the mining site that you made friends with is like, my friends! Everyone that ride out of here is here. And the station rocks from another explosion. It's like, and it is, well, we have worn out our welcome. It is time to leave. Captain, please, lead the way. We are ready to leave.
We're going to the lift, we're going down a level, and then we're going to the Drock. Let's go.
How many people can fit in the Drock?
That's
6.
enough.
Only 6 people can fit in the Drock.
Yep.
We need to find another ship.
Earlier in this session, someone said, is there any advantage to bringing 2 ships? And in my head, I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, well, the captained.
Can we get someone on the ready with the other ship?
Does the turbo lift only have 2 levels?
So there are other levels in this station, but there's only 2 levels that mean anything to you guys. What would you want from the other levels?
A garage?
There's landing pads. There are 3 landing pads. There's a Lambda on one, there's a Drock on another, and the other's blank.
And we've been blowing the shit out of the Lambda.
Yep.
Fuck.
And the station is starting to come apart at the seams because TIE fighters are strafing the shit out of it. And the Dreadnought heavy cruiser has started to bombard it with ion cannon fire. So the whole place is literally exploding around you.
Is there anyone what are the 2 guys that are fucking around that are in the middle of the firefight?
So it's more than 2 guys. Ardos has led his entire force. You don't know a status on him, but you do know he's in over his head, engaging the enemies. And Captain Dex left Mr. Clean with specific instructions to keep the Proto Shadow back far away from the fight, which means any reinforcements launched from the Proto Shadow would have to come through the entirety of the battlefield to get to you.
Is there anyone we know of in the battlefield that could stage an evacuation off the station?
Yeah, how did the Corvette guys do? Did they make it to us?
There's no way. If the Corvette guys were to make it to you, they would be killed in about 30 seconds by that Dreadnought heavy cruiser. They have probably... See, you don't know. You don't know anything about what they've done. You can guess that they engaged the smaller capital ships and tried to lead forces away from the station so you could do your thing. But
I think we're
they're not.
I think we're gonna have to roll the dice in the Lambda, and hopefully we didn't completely destroy it. And there's no one else on it.
Oh. Yep, I agree with that. And
Let's give it a shot.
I can see what I can do with some emergency repairs.
Okay, I would say let's all fucking start heading to the lift. How many bodies do we actually have with us, including the 2 that surrendered and the Imperial officer, if we're dragging her along?
Lambda shuttles can hold 20 passengers, so you have plenty of space.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Are you taking the Imperial officer and the 2 surrendering troopers with you?
That's Captain's decision.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
They may have credentials to help start the Lambda shuttle.
We have the credentials here on the officer that I have in my backpack.
Fair enough.
So one thing we need to do before we load up that Lambda shuttle, because I'm assuming it's marked with Imperial markings, right?
It is.
We need to make sure that our guys don't fucking shoot it out of the goddamn sky.
Yeah, we'll get to that point. We need to make sure it runs first.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming we're all taking the turbo lift back down,
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the plan.
assuming it still works.
It does still work. You guys get to the branch where the Drock is down one corridor and the Lambda's down the other. Who's going where? Divide
What
them up.
arms? What arms do we want to salvage before we do? You think we have time?
Thing is shaking a bunch. I'm not trying to take any of these.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys stop for any amount of time, the station will blow out from under your feet. You are in a race against the clock to get out of here before the station does not exist.
All right.
Okay. Randall, who do you want to go out with you to not get shot?
I guess with Payne and the Imperial officer backpack, and then whomever else can follow. That way, I can go and see what sort of stuff to get this Lambda shuttle started. I'm assuming that there's going to be equal amounts of fire on all three platforms,
Probably.
and then tell the rest of the people be ready to run.
Okay, so
I don't want to go with that group. I can't communicate with anyone in that group.
Waz wants to go with that group.
I was like, I could go with that group, and I literally can't communicate with a goddamn soul there.
So Waz, you're gonna go with the captain on the Drock and a bunch of troopers in the Wookiee.
Oh, so the two best pilots leave us. Gotcha.
You think Waz is one of the best pilots?
I'm gonna drive the robot now. As I took that first step towards the captain, going like, "Cool, I'm gonna sit in the gunner seat. We're gonna fly around. It's gonna be awesome." Robot says, "You're a bad driver," and I go, "No, I'm not. Come on, I'm gonna go drive your ship."
I didn't say you were bad. I said you. Did it get lost in translation?
It did, but you got what you wanted, so I wouldn't complain.
I don't understand him sometimes. I say all the main things. He doesn't hear any of them.
Okay, so Dex is loading up a whole bunch of our people, so we're good there. And then basically we're all loading on the Lambda.
Okay, so as you guys get out to the Lambda, one of the first things that you are going to notice is all the explosions on the deck have made the atmospheric conditions on the platform sketchy at the best of conditions. You get into the Lambda, it is got holes in it that are being held together by emergency tape. And two pilots are, as you run up the ramp, frantically trying to spray foam something. All they do is turn around and see a giant Hulk robot that basically just smashes their heads into each other. And now,
Pitch him in space.
now the ship is yours. You're just going to pitch them out through the magnetic field?
Yeah.
Why? Why would you do that? We can do that later.
Yeah.
No.
well,
As we go, I just chuck. Easy peasy.
okay.
I'm very strong.
Hostages are useful, man.
The keys to the Lambda shuttle are useful. They're now out in space.
Hey, you made me hotwire it.
You are
God
gonna have
damn
to
it,
hotwire
Payne.
it now.
Can I get one with my rope?
Nope. It's been said. It's already happened.
It's too fast.
Okay, so who's hotwiring it? I'm assuming Randall is.
Yeah, I have two goo guns. I can pass one to Waz so we can to patch up as many holes as possible.
I've got emergency repair patches. I don't know if they'll work, but
Borked this whole thing.
Okay, can I assist either Randall or Waz?
Yeah.
On repairs.
So, well, you're going to want to launch the shuttle before you repair in your current situation. Because the Drock is already going to be lifting off.
Alright, yep. Guess
So,
I'm doing the hotwire.
hot wiring is going to be a 2 purple mechanics check. And then someone needs to give me a piloting check to lift off the badly crippled shuttle.
None of the other random people with us are good at piloting, so I guess that means Waz is piloting.
Yeah, I'm sitting down, waiting for the power to come on. Come on, guys.
The power comes on.
So 1 yellow, 2 green check.
I'm gonna hit up Payne. Payne, we need to communicate that we are in this shuttle and that our people need to not shoot it down.
You successfully take off with the shuttle, deploy the wings, and everything works like it's supposed to.
yeah, I start radioing our people not to shoot the Lambda shuttle. That it's us.
I shoot them down.
Evasive maneuvers.
Captain's turn traitor.
I'm the Empire.
All right. So we've
Is it
got these guys now.
Universe?
The Dreadnought is going to take shots with ion cannons because it's bombarding the station and you're on the station. So the shuttle is already at 15 strain, and it takes an additional 5 strain. So it's down to 10 strain. Okay. The Drock does not get hit. And now you have a bunch of Gazante. Well, you have the Gazante and the TIE aggressors you tangled with earlier. As you get closer, though, the TIE aggressors are gone. You don't know where they went. The Gazante looks like it's turning towards you at first, and I mean, I imagine the especially the Lambda pipe people are like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But as it comes around, the whole front cockpit of the Gazante is just a burning crater. And you can see that the Hutt Corvette is close enough that it's basically engaged that Gazante. So the other Gazante, off in the distance, you can see currently is exchanging fire with the Proto Shadow.
Can I hear the comms now, or would I be able to transmit?
Yes, you absolutely have comms through the Drock boarding party. There's not a ton of things other than standard tactical combat. Like there's break left, fire on this target, stuff like that. Everyone seems very busy.
How are Clean and Clacks holding up, though? If I buzz them, are they taking a lot of heat?
They're in a full-blown firefight with a Gazante. You can hail them if you want. They are in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, I'm just going to get there as quick as I can.
Okay. So the Lambda shuttle, I think, is going to be slower. No, you guys are the same speed. Okay, so you guys have a clear shot. You'll get there. You'll get at the fight at the same time. As you get closer, there's still a bunch of fighters. All of Ardos's pilots are still alive, which is amazing, considering the situation. There's debris from a half dozen TIE fighters and a few TIE aggressors scattered all over this area of the map. The Dreadnought is turning, but is super, super slow, so it's going to take forever to get to you guys. And the Gazante and the Proto Shadow are they're slugging it out. What would you like to do?
Shit.
Make sure we don't get shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after the Gazante's weapons.
Okay.
I want you to use a deception thing and shoot at the Gaul as we're tailing him real close. And then we're going to break off and attack the other one just like he did. That's what Captain Wes says.
Can I use my deception check for that?
I'll allow it because you're not able to do any damage. If you just want to roll a deception check, I'm going to make it a 2 red in difficulty. But you can't do any damage, and it will still count as firing the weapon for this turn. The crew may have a preference on what weapon they want you to use.
Suggestions?
For the Lambda? Hold on, I'm trying to find the Lambda card.
Here, I'll get you a new one. I got one.
Does this one have any missiles in it?
Nope. The 4A, which is a standard Lambda shuttle, doesn't have any missiles.
I'm assuming everyone's good with me rolling the deception, right?
Yeah.
Deceive away, my friend.
Trying to make sure that I don't have anything that I can do. All I can do is remove blacks. And it has no blacks, so...
Fire that light laser cannon.
Okay. The deception works. The Drock is coming in on its attack run, and you're chasing it, quote unquote, firing at it. And the closest TIE aggressor, which was kind of curious as to what was going on, is suddenly like, "Oh, that Lambda shuttle is attacking that Drock. I should join it." And it zips up, and it's right in front of you, trying to chase the Drock. So now I need gunnery checks from the Drock, and if the Lambda wants to shoot the TIE aggressor, I'll need that.
Close is it?
It's right in front of you. It is going to be a 1 purple check.
What kind of athletics check would it be to get on it?
No.
No, don't do that.
I'm just asking. It's just a question.
6
Who's-
black, 6
I've
red.
ridden these before.
Do you have some ability to maneuver in space?
Not once I'm not touching a solid object.
I'm guessing Waz is doing the gunnery check with 3 green.
There's an airlock in the bottom of the shuttle. If you can get the Waz who's piloting to cooperate, he can roll a 3 purple check to orient you, which is aim you, and then you can roll a 3 red athletics check to jump.
I wanted to be a missile. Now you're going to be the missile? That's awesome!
Are you in?
Heck yeah!
All right,
God damn it.
do it.
All right.
What's the difficulty to hit the Gazante?
Well, hold on a second. Let's resolve the craziness first.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
I'm gonna cure him on for a boost. Is that okay?
Okay.
No, because it wouldn't have fucking helped.
Your 3 red check, if you want to do it, just became a 5 red check because he couldn't get it oriented correctly. But you can still jump if you want at 5 reds athletics.
I'm not sure that's statistically
Of course it's statistically possible.
Anything's possible.
It's actually. I mean, I have like a 35 to 40% chance of success.
Just tell him you'll flip a light side token. It'd be fine.
You got 4 light side tokens.
You do you. I would prefer if you did not flip all the tokens.
But if I did flip all the tokens, it would be a.
What's the angle? You're trying to hop to the TIE aggressor, right?
Yeah.
So best case, we get a TIE aggressor out of this.
Worst
Yeah.
case, Chris
I mean,
now has 5 fucking dark side tokens to use against us.
Actually,
Tonight's almost over.
the best case scenario is much better than a TIE aggressor, but you guys haven't figured that out yet.
Best case is Dr. Payne just goes through space.
Wait, if he's not oriented to the TIE aggressor, is he oriented to the Gazante?
No, he's oriented to just blank space.
Could we go back and get the other Gazante? The one that's all fried up?
It's missing the cockpit.
I know, but somebody can interface with a ship.
I'd hate to tell you this, but the troops are still on board. The part you're worried about still exists over there.
They have fucking...
If you wanted to board a Gazante, the one in front of you is the one to
this
do
one
it.
right there. Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Should
But I can't board that Gazante, right?
It's the same check either way. If you want to do the same check to board the Gazante, which is much further away, I'll let you roll it, but we're not going to do your results until after whatever happens with the Drock happens, because time-wise, you're going to be much slower than that ship.
Oh, okay. I am willing to take all the light side tokens and make the jump, but I'm not going to do that unless you guys are okay with that.
I don't want you to do that.
Not for a TIE aggressor, no.
All right, standing down.
Okay. Alrighty, so because of all that jeering and orientating, I'm not going to give any advantages to the TIE aggressor shot. But I will still leave it. If one person is left on the ship that wants to roll a 1 purple gunnery check and try to shoot this TIE aggressor, you can. Then we're going to the Drock to finish up their pass.
Can I attempt to slice the enemy systems and reduce the shields on that Gazante?
Sure. Roll your slice checks. 3 purples.
Can I shoot since I didn't jump, or?
No, you were thinking about jumping pretty hard. We rolled checks for that.
Okay.
You can go next turn. Okay, that's pretty good. So it basically doesn't have shields on one of its quarters.
That's the aft quarter that does not have shields.
Okay. Drock.
I'm gonna pierce it right in the aft.
So you're actually going to try to board it and disgorge these troopers.
How many troopers? In a Gazante.
How many
You've taken one before, right?
No, you haven't. How many troopers? It depends greatly on how it's configured. In its cargo configuration, maybe 10. In its troop transport configuration / fighter carrier configuration, 3 dozen.
I have a Wookiee.
You do, and he's pissed.
Yeah, does he want to do this?
Oh,
I look over at him. I'm like, you want to slam into this fucking ship? Let's do this.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 of them are like, let's do it. The other 2 are like, yeah, we're gonna die.
Yeah, we are. Let's fucking do it. I'm gonna shoot it right in the aft.
Okay, I'm glad we get to experiment with this. To initiate this, you're going to initiate in a collision. You are going to roll me a planetary piloting check. It is easier per every silhouette that the enemy ship is larger. Okay? And it starts when it's upgraded in difficulty for speed. So you're going 3 speed, it's 2 larger. It's a 1 red, 1 purple piloting check to initiate the collision. Remember, even if you succeed, you're going to take damage. You initiate the collision, the turret drives directly into the top spar of the Gazante cruiser, which is the command spar. It's where the gunnery and the bridge are. And your troopers hop out. Do you hop out with them or stay on the ship?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out.
Okay.
We're gonna do this.
We're gonna need a
Is
map.
there a chance he loses the ship if he hops out?
I mean, yeah, there's a chance that they kill him.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. It's going to make Payne so mad, because Payne didn't get to do his thing, and now he's single-handedly boarding a Gazante.
I've got a Wookiee.
You do have a Wookiee. The Wookiee is currently slicing stormtroopers in half.
Yes. Let's do this, Wookiee.
That is going to keep the...
I mean, this is exactly what I wanted to do earlier, and we all said it was stupid.
I didn't
You
say...
were gonna hit a TIE aggressor. You were gonna hit
No,
the
no, no.
Gazante.
No, no,
You were gonna hit the TIE
Opening
aggressor.
session.
He's talking about...
Opening session.
Yeah.
This is what
Oh.
I wanted to do.
Yeah, the problem with it though.
Like, no.
The problem with it was so early in the session that if we had fucked it up, it would have
And
been
then you took
ruinous.
one ship, so we're stuck on this gimped ass Lambda shit.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of time. I can fix it up.
Don't talk bad about my ship.
The Gazante takes several ion cannon shots from the Proto Shadow as it opens with its main forward cannon. These shots cause the Drock to become fused to the hull in such a way that you cannot immediately escape if you wanted to. You are now stuck on board the ship. The good news is the Gazante stops firing. It is critically damaged. Going to the top of the round. I have not heard Ranither doing anything yet.
The only thing I did was the deception check earlier for the shots. Do I need to do anything at the moment?
Nope, but I got to give everybody an opportunity. Waz has piloted the ship. Payne has not gotten to actually do anything. He just talked a lot about doing something. What would Payne like to do?
I have no idea.
Would you like to shoot this aggressor? Or would you like to...
Sure.
Alternately, you guys could try to, get a better position for the jumping thing again.
Or we could try to board the ship. Say like, hey, we were chasing that bad boy. Do you need some assistance, other ship?
You could absolutely do that. Try to dock with the Gazante.
Before we do that, has anyone actually communicated to our side not to shoot the Lambda? I know I've said it a couple times, but I can't do that communication.
I thought that was done.
I don't remember you guys actually doing it. I remember you guys talking about it. However...
I thought, when we left the station, one of the first things they did was get the communications running.
We did, but then I asked if you wanted to hail them because they were in the middle of a fight, and you said, yes, I'm not going to bother them, I'm just going to fly over there.
Okay. Yeah, can we...
But we can do that. That's a incidental. That does not need to take up a check or anything.
Well, I was gonna say we either need to hail people and make sure they know, or basically shoot this TIE aggressor out of the sky. That way, they know that something else is going on. Obviously,
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
yeah, you can just call them and tell them that it's you.
yes. Can we somehow scheme it to where they still think that we're a legit Lambda shuttle going to assist this Gazante cruiser that just got impaled by a Drock? I'm not sure if there's a good way to have a deception, like deceive them for that.
Yeah, I mean, you can open comms. The problem is that you're gonna have the same problem you're gonna have anytime the Jawa wants to do a deception check. It's upgraded twice because you're filtering it through other things.
Yeah, I'll just make that deception check.
Okay.
This is Lambda Shuttle 5377. We're trying to board and get the the drawl is
It's only up to 5 reds. You're doing fine.
No, this is Lambda Shuttle 555. Drawl has a fugitive on board. We are currently in pursuit, requesting emergency boarding.
That's
Gazante.
much better. It's much better. All right. I'm assuming your sheet is accurate on your deception check and that it is 2 yellows and a green.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You successfully... Yeah, I mean, in between blaster shots and the raging sound of a Wookiee, they're like, yes, for God's sakes, dock! And they let you dock. Okay. So what we're going to do... We don't need the main board anymore, I think. You guys are running away from the station. I think I can just pack up the rest of this, and then I can use the main table to do the inside of the Gazante.
I feel like he planned for us to dock on the Gazante.
I knew it was a possibility. I actually really liked the idea of you guys boarding the Dreadnought, even though I hadn't actually thought of that.
Yeah, that would have worked out. All 900 fucking troopers on that thing.
We weren't gonna
Don't
take
worry.
it over. We were gonna blow it to shit.
So
Don't worry, all I have to do is incite rebellion somewhere. It's fun.
Okay.
Attention Walmart shoppers. This place sucks. Hey, you're right.
Start shooting your squad leaders.
Please proceed to your nearest officer and shoot them in their dick hole.
Brilliant.
So this is the top main spar corridor for the Gazante. Those of you that were on the Drock have burst through here at the end. There is literally a hole above there. There is a group of stormtroopers in front of you, some of whom are cut in half or bleeding out, some of whom are actually alive and still trying to resist.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill what the Wookiee doesn't.
Yeah, I'd like to fight alongside the Wookiee, just smashing things.
Well, you're going to have to make a run, because those of you coming out of the Lambda shuttle... Did I just pack everyone in the Lambda shuttle up? I bet I did.
Where were we? I thought we were...
I thought we had moved them off, but now I don't see them. Yes, they were still on board. They were definitely still on board the old map. Okay, that's locked. I can do this. Hold on. I got it. Oh my god, I can't do it because Tabletop Simulator's a fucking dumbass piece of shit. No, don't try to help. Trying to help there's bad. Let it go. I got it. Thank you.
I don't
Just
even
gotta
have
start-
a blue hand, but I still was worried that I was trying to help.
It's cool. I mean, I get the instinct to do
Usually
it.
you.
Luckily, I packed instead of cleared. So I didn't delete your tokens. I just didn't bring them with us. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for.
So basically what you're telling me is to fuck with Chris, all I have to do is start moving tokens around randomly? Got it.
Or changing colors.
I like drawing on the map.
Drawing on the map is completely acceptable.
Yeah, I'm going back to brown.
It's cool. I'll just set your privacy zones like we used to have them set.
Now I'm purple.
Okay, so this is the group of people who are here. Stormtroopers that are still alive. These are the people that are here. Who's jumping off of the Lambda shuttle and who's staying on board?
Can we, while docked, can we fire weapons in a useful direction?
You mean the ship weapons, or you mean poke your head out of the airlock and fire in?
The ship weapons.
No, not really.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna stay on the Lambda shuttle and do what I can to repair it because it's in a bad shape.
Okay, that's what Randall's doing.
I'm going to assist him.
That's what Ranithar's doing. Waz.
I am right behind the giant tank with a grin on my face.
All right.
Oh, where are we jumping out at?
Where I just put you. So there's a topside airlock above that part. You guys have docked with it and gone out of the bottom airlock of the Lambda shuttle. The rebel commander and the one trooper who is left with him are like, we're going to guard the prisoners. Also, you guys are fucking crazy. We love it. All right. Now, who's going to go first?
So we just come down in with these stormtroopers,
Yep.
and they don't know we're not their friends.
They do now. Remember, they're Imperials. You're not human. Therefore, you must be bad guys. You could have, before you did your transformation as a droid, pulled off the, wait, don't shoot, I'm just a medical droid, but that's not going to work anymore.
Wait, don't shoot, I'm just a Hulk droid?
I mean, you can still say it if you want.
Deception check, go?
It wouldn't be a deception check. It'd be acception.
Willpower presence. I believe I'm just a regular droid.
I have come to fix your wounds.
I mean, are we going to let the stormtroopers go first, or?
Oh no, Ember.
I'm gonna punch something.
Okay. So you're using your flamethrower and you're punching things. 10-4. Both of you can give me checks. So the punching things check is 2 purples. The shooting things check is 1 purple. Waz, what's your...
3 greens, 1 blue.
Okay. One of them is dead from flamethrower.
I'm gonna take a defensive stance.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, I am gonna do that. Just making sure.
I would like to say we're here to get your back as I catch somebody's back on fire.
You weren't gonna shout you're fired?
There's somebody that's disoriented, and somebody has. Oh, actually, I crit. Let
Okay.
me double check that. The true statement.
How much damage?
That is not a crit. It could be a crit.
A crit, well, these are minions, so a crit will auto-kill 1. And then for every 10 damage after that, you would kill 1.
All right. So I'll repulsor fist, and that is 15 damage and a crit.
Okay, so you kill 2 of them. And he flamethrowed once. There's only 1 stormtrooper between those guys and the bridge. Dex. The Wookiees cut people in half. The troopers are surprisingly efficient. They're just mowing these guys down. It's almost like they know what the fuck they're doing.
That's excellent. I'm gonna shoot one of them on my way to the bridge.
Okay. It's
That one?
shooting checks are 1 purple. And while he's doing that, Randall, you can give me a damage control roll, and Ranather can help you.
Damage control.
How much damage is that?
10.
Okay. One of them eats a blaster bolt from Dex and is dead. Randall and Ranather, how's your repairs going?
So the mechanics here say its strain or trauma is either less than half the threshold, less than threshold, or greater.
It's way more than half.
Okay, so it's 3 purples?
Hopes and prayers. Yes.
3 purples.
Am I just giving him a blue, correct?
That's up to you.
Or am I doing a separate mechanics check?
You can give him a blue, and that'll help with this check, or I can give you a separate thing you can do. It'll probably be an athletics check.
Give the Jawa an athletics check.
It's what's available.
I think I'll give him a boost.
So the check that he's doing can only be done once per encounter. So, all right. So 3 hull trauma comes back. It's still in really shitty condition, but you've managed to patch some of the bigger holes with yet more of the expanding hull repair foam. All right. They're guarding the prisoners. Payne and Waz, you're both looking at the stormtrooper like you're going to Rochambeau for who gets to kill him.
Paper, rock, scissors. Go.
Pepper.
I did scissors. Shit, you know, if I had a picture, I could prove it.
That just
So good.
I'm punching him. I really did have my 2 fingers out. Swear to God. I know you'll never believe me, but I don't care. Can I punch him now?
Yes, you can punch him now.
Rochambeau, you go first.
That's what I was laughing at.
He's dead.
You just wasted a triumph on him. Jesus Christ!
I went to do a pressure point, and I think I put my finger through him.
So you don't need your triumph for this. How would you like to spend it?
I have no fucking clue.
I do, so I'm going to help you out a lot because it's 11:30 and I don't want this to drag out too far as you guys try to figure out how to get through a bulkhead door. The bridge crew, which are behind a door here, start to close the bulkhead door. Payne walks up to the door with his new super powerful Hulk armor and grabs the door and holds it open. Now, it's taking everything Payne has to hold it, and he's slowly losing a battle with that door. Everyone else has until the end of the round to either get through the door or be stuck on this side.
I'm going to tell them to move.
I get through the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna jet through when it's my turn.
Okay. Well, the stormtroopers are shooting the other guys. The one who could shoot you is dead. So, Waz, you can maneuver through the door with an athletics check, 1 purple. Dex, you can do it with a 3 purple athletics check.
Oh boy.
Somebody want to roll a 1 yellow, 2 green versus a 1 purple?
Let's see how poorly I can roll this one.
Can you make it a 1 red so I have a chance to try to tackle the big Hulk droid?
The Waz athletics that I rolled had 3 successes.
Okay. Looks like Dex didn't make it in, so that's the end of the round. The door slides shut. Payne can't stop it from shutting. Waz, you are alone with 4 fleet troopers on the bridge. They did not expect you to be there.
I didn't go through the door.
You didn't go through the door. All you could do was hold it.
Payne's like, fuck!
These guys are in seats, so they're not going to get an initiative spot.
Can I just snap the neck of one and then try to course the other three?
Why not reopen the door?
I don't know where the door buttons are.
Okay, yeah. So a melee check for snapping the neck of the first one.
2 yellows and a green.
Mr. Raccoon is it's 2 purples. Melee checks are always against 2 purples unless they're adversaries. Okay, you snap one's neck. Crunch. The rest of them get up and pull their blasters out. Would you like to make a coercion check?
Yeah. I'm going to point at the guy whose neck I just snapped, and then point at whichever one I perceive to be the most threatening, and just say, "You're next. Put down your guns."
So wait, I used a triumph to kill Waz? That's golden.
Use a triumph to avoid having to be on the other side of this door, trying to figure out how to open it, because I figured you guys would debate that the rest of the evening.
Nah. I used a triumph and got Waz killed. This is gonna be great.
I don't know. These guys that are fighting Waz look pretty. They
Well,
look pretty helpless.
to be fair, one of their skills is discipline, and there's 3 of them, which makes this a 3 red coercion check.
Called it.
Sorry, it's a 2 red, 1 purple coercion check because the first one doesn't count.
Best triumph ever.
So that, and I'm gonna give him an upgrade to his skill because he snapped one's neck. So yeah, there you go. It's a 50-50 shot.
Is there a red involved?
2.
There's 2 reds.
Mhm.
He's still succeeded. 2 success, 2 threats.
Wow.
Yep. Okay.
Could not have rolled more successes there.
They
What could I have rolled?
they stand down. The 2 threats. The 2 threats are reinforcements are coming up the alleyways as Dex is coming through. So there are going to be reinforcements to contend with for the party. Also, Waz is locked inside, so you're going to have to figure out how to open the door.
Can I ask one of my newly conscripted buddies how to open this door?
They put their weapons down. They're not cooperating. They're not attacking you, but they're not cooperating. They are going to take shots at Dex. They are going to hit Dex for 10 damage as he gets caught in the crossfire between these 2 hallways. He now realizes that he's been flanked and that you guys have to figure that out.
Ow.
Real quick, the note on the side, Lambda has 10 strain remaining. Shouldn't it be 13 now?
Yep. We did some stuff.
Go team!
And just so you guys know, you can chime in at any time if you want to either hop down this hatchway or whatever you want to do.
Oh no, we're gonna get this Lambda back to 100% strain. Just we're working on it.
Just with our goo guns.
Okay.
Although he did say that we could only do what we did last time once.
That's true.
Yes.
It's athletics checks to do the other one, and there's only but so much you can do to it. Really, there's no way to get it back up to 100%, but, you know, I take your meaning. You could jump into the rear gunner seat and try to shoot down TIE fighters now that they kind of know that you're here.
Do they really know that we're here?
Also, it's a free-for-all, so if Payne or anyone else wants to go.
Yeah, I keep my eye on my 3 guys that put their weapons down and kind of look back and see if there's a big red button that says close/open door.
Would you like to spend a destiny token?
Yeah, I want to open that door.
I feel like that's a trap.
Nope, destiny tokens are not a trap. He opens the door. The door is open. Pain
Um,
and or Dex, you're kind of the main combat people who are in the middle of this.
Since I'm a Jawa and I can't do anything after assisting him because the athletics checks are just gonna be stupid, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down into wherever.
Okay, drop through the airlock. That puts you in the blue circle.
So I can charge it under where Dex is.
Yes.
Did you just throw me across the map? What the fuck, man?
You're Jawa. You're super light.
I get down here.
Yep.
Can I punch anybody?
Yeah. Also, as you get down there, you notice that these guys are on their last stormtrooper. They've killed all but one.
Difficulty to punch them.
Is 2 purples. Also, Dex, if you want to roll your 1 purple shooting check, if that's what you want to do, you can roll yours at the same time. Oh, grenade, even better. It's still 1 purple.
One of the stormtroopers is going to take 2, 7, 11 damage through strain.
One of them
through strain.
One of them is unconscious. The 4 on Dex's side are all unconscious.
Can I move towards Pain and...
Yes, you may.
That's the most successful grenade I've ever had.
Ever.
Hands down, ever. Ever.
Can I do a scathing tirade, or do I need to wait?
Yeah, you taking a maneuver, you can now take an action.
No, it's still not as good as the grenade that took out the mall ripoff.
Yeah. We're not talking about that. Waz, are you still very carefully watching your...
Yeah, I open the door. I've got guys under control. I might
So-
get real close to one and give him get real close, like, hey, I'm about to snap this guy's neck. Just keep him. No, I'm just standing there threatening. Like, I have the bridge, right?
Yes, you do. You are in the bridge, and you have everyone there under your gun/fists.
So, trying to figure out how to do that.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. That's what you have to say.
So I have 1 success on 5 advantages for the quadrant that Pain's near.
Okay.
So 1 success should be 1 strain to one of them, and then I can do, for every advantage, I do 1 additional target for 1 strain. Is that how that reads?
Cause 1 affected enemy to suffer 1 additional strain. So, are you only putting this on 1 person, or I guess you are? Yeah.
Well, I
guess
think
it's
it's
strain.
with the 1 success, causes 1 enemy in short range to suffer 1 strain.
Yep.
So that's pretty easy. Spend advantage to cause 1.
Affected enemy. So you've only affected 1. So you're going to put all that on 1. So that's 6 strain to someone, right?
Yeah, I guess that's how that reads.
Okay.
That
so,
reads pretty poorly.
Yeah, this first stormtrooper, like, there's blood gushing out of the ear holes in his helmet as he collapses.
And don't forget, I took 1 out too.
Yep. So there's 2 left. And how do we want to finish this off? Dex, Ranither, and Pain are all within range of these guys. Also, Waz may get bored and snap one of the necks of the bridge crew.
I mean, if I'm going to get him.
I haven't flamethrowered him yet.
I really thought I thought the door was going to close and you were just going to hear the sound of a flamethrower, and then over the comms, hey guys, the bridge is on fire.
I mean, I'll scathing tirade another one of them. Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, I'll punch somebody.
Okay, roll your checks. There's only 2 left, so
They're just quaking there. They're not shooting back or anything.
no. You may have noticed they haven't actually shot back a lot during this.
2 success on one of them, so it looks like each one of them
Oh.
take 1 strain, I think.
I killed something. I strained it so bad I killed it. Actually, no. I'll just use my my repulsor fist to crit,
Okay. But-
which would also do 15 damage.
So that sounds like both of you hit. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
obliterate things.
Okay. So both of those stormtroopers are down. All right. You guys have effectively taken over the Gazante. There are many more troopers down below decks, but to hand wave some of this because we're getting close to the end, Waz figures out that there's a button that basically decompresses all of the ship that isn't here.
Oh.
Does Waz press the button?
It's a terrible button to have.
So
Well, why would you have that on a ship?
Right?
it
That is
says
the fuck everybody
rapid
wrote.
So,
deploy.
come on, didn't you guys watch the episode of The Mandalorian where they were stealing the Gazante?
Yeah, they have that button, and they're in low atmosphere. They're trying to get everybody else off board.
So,
Fucking flick it, man.
Well, I keep looking over at my flamethrower, and it keeps wiggling around, and I keep talking to it. I say, "Hey, Ember, like, are we gonna take these guys out, or are they gonna be cool?" And they keep sitting down, like, "No, we'll be cool." And I was like, "All right." So, what about everybody else? And they're like, "Well, there's this button here," and I said, "Oh, I like that button," and I hit it before they even explained to me what it is. And I hear decompression and screaming, and then I get over the comms and I say, "Hey, Mr. Clayton, I think we have another ship. You can stop shooting it now."
okay. And that is effectively what happens as the other fighters have been taken out. There's a dreadnought moving towards you, so you guys are going to have to astrogate and check out of here.
Yeah.
Would you like to astrogate in your current state on the Gazante?
Because there's two ships attached to it right now.
One of which is buried into the hull in a very sketchy fashion.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that.
Or we could just autopilot it over to those other TIE fighters and blow it the fuck up. Just set it on a fucking...
Those other TIE fighters are on your side.
Oh.
Yeah, all the bad guys in this map are dead.
Oh. Well then, maybe not send it over there to explode.
How far away is the dreadnought?
Yeah, how fast is my ship?
So
Yeah, you could outrun it, right?
all of your ships are fast enough to outrun it for a while, at sublight or hyperspace. The Dreadnought's incredibly slow. It's one of its downsides. And Ardos is already calling for the Corvette to pick up his fighters because they're calculating a jump to leave.
Yeah.
Can I ask a stupid question?
Sure.
What happens if we fire the Gazante at the Dreadnought?
The Dreadnought would destroy it easily in a single volley.
Wouldn't be able to-
The Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser is just short of having a Star Destroyer.
So, my next question is, how big is the Lambda compared to the Proto Shadow? Because you keep saying that the Lambda is a shuttle.
The Lambda does not fit in the Proto Shadow. We already established that.
Oh.
Only Silhouette 3 ships fit inside the hangar bay of the of the Proto Shadow, and the Lambda is a Silhouette 4.
And the Lambda can't fit in the Gazante either, right?
Nope. It can stay docked to it. The Lambda's not actually the issue. The Lambda can stay... it can jump right now with the Lambda. It's not a problem. It's the boarding ship that is literally just wedged in like a nail. So it's a difficult situation, and either way there's going to be consequences. If you try to remove it, then there's a big hole in your Gazante cruiser, and it doesn't hold atmosphere anymore. If you leave it in there, you're jumping with something that's like having a nail driven into the top of the ship.
So, what if we leave paint on the ship to initiate the jump? Remove the nail, or remove the fucking whatever the shit it is.
It's an expensive ship. I don't want to lose it.
Technically,
The
it's
Drock.
in its open form. I didn't say just eject it into space. That wasn't what I was. That was not what I was suggesting. If that's what you're wondering.
Yeah, and I'm assuming we probably have more than enough time to remove everything, get everything packaged up and kosher enough to basically leave with the Gazante, the Drock, and the Lambda all together
Yeah,
before the Dreadnought actually does anything.
based off
Concerning.
based off the stuff that I have, can I like fashion some sort of a I don't know if it's just with the foam. It's definitely going to be more than the foam that I have on the goo guns, but
Just so you know, when you say you have time, you have like 15 minutes.
Yeah. So Captain Wise is going to chime in over the big loudspeakers and say, "Hey, Randall, get the nail out of my ship, and then We're going to. Oh man, that's gonna leave a big old hole. So let's get a whole bunch of star metal from the other lambda that's falling apart and just kind of use that to patch it back up. I'm gonna try to kite this thing for I don't know. I got about 15 minutes. You guys make that happen?
Yeah, I'm sure I can find some pieces from this lambda to patch up the Gazante.
Can we just seal the cockpit?
The bridge?
Because
Yeah.
the bridge has a fucking door,
It does. It has an airtight bulkhead door.
so we don't even need to patch the hole.
I don't want to jump through hyperspace with a hole in my ship.
All right, so I'll take the Drock and go back to the Proto Shadow. You guys close the bridge on the Gazante.
Who are you taking with you?
I'll take the Wookiee and my crew, the crew that I came in on.
Damn, you guys aren't even his crew anymore.
Ouch.
He's like, these fuckers know what they're doing.
I got a ship, Captain. What's up?
I appreciate Captain Waz and his too authoritative.
Yeah, I guess you are with Captain Waz now. That's okay.
I'm going with Captain Dex.
Well, you need
Are
to
ya?
shove someone off of his ship then.
Yeah, him. I mean, yes.
I'm sure any of these fleet troop again
The fleet troopers actually know how to drive a ship, so they'd probably be helpful.
The other thing is Waz can't do the Gazante by himself because he has 3 stormtrooper, fleet trooper people still in that
Oh, yeah.
cockpit.
yeah, you still got those guys.
Oh, this working for me.
All right, so I'm going to take this back to the Proto Shadow.
Mhm.
We'll get on the Proto Shadow. You guys close the bulkhead door on the Gazante, and then we'll try to jump together
So
to safety.
this is a combat landing. Please give me a 2 purple planetary piloting for docking the Drock without bashing up the Proto Shadow.
All right.
They basically are opening the sliding door while driving 60 miles an hour down the road, and you've got to slide this bitch in without tapping anything.
He's done it before.
He did it this time.
With fucking finesse.
I do like that power slide move where I just drifted in sideways. Skirch.
All right, gentlemen. The Drock lifted off, so this whole corridor is open to space. So I'm assuming everyone is stuffed onto the bridge.
I mean, I can walk around.
You said you went with the Drock. You're back on the
Oh,
Proto
that's
Shadow.
right. I went with the captain. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck those guys.
You're back on the Proto Shadow. The guys in the Lambda shuttle, because you still had guys in there, are going to seal the Lambda shuttle, so it is also going to be separate and sealed.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
go
figured-
start working on my cabin virus.
I figured
Oh,
we
the
were
one
just-
I've already been infected by? Thanks, Dave.
Oh, you died.
He's talking about when you open the vial.
He doesn't know that.
I don't have little notes in my notebook. It's fine.
I'm doing a check to make sure that the cockpit's nice and sealed. And do we even need the Lambda shuttle if we have this Gazante?
You have
We
people
might as
on
well keep
board.
it.
You have people on board it, and
Rebels.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the person you came to rescue is on that shuttle.
Yeah,
Scavenge ships where you can. They're expensive.
fair enough.
Oh, really? I thought it was the Wookiee that we were coming to rescue.
Oh, you didn't catch the part where I said the guy that you've already met from the mining conglomerate is the hero you were here to save? Did you miss
said
the
that
whole
it was him.
connection?
Yeah,
Actually,
then
I
he
thought that
waved
was
and everything.
I
Yeah, I
you
thought
said
it
that
was
was Wookiee.
I also actually missed that, but
All right, so
Okay.
I guess we can have. Yeah, I'm sure the Lambda shuttle and Gazante they can detach and.
You're once again overthinking things and
Gross.
making incredibly terrible decisions.
I hit the jump to hyperspace.
That's a good
Yep.
idea. All right, somebody roll me an astrogation. Anybody, you can share it.
All right, I got it covered.
2 purples, please.
I got this astromech droid that can do that too.
But it's on the Drock.
Watch me
No.
fail. I've got 5 greens.
5
Like I said,
successes.
Like I said, I got it covered.
You all
Nice.
jump into hyperspace and successfully save the day. Yay! How did Dex,
Yippee.
how did Dex end up over here? He's supposed to be on the Drock. You guys have a shit ton of prisoners.
Do we?
We should have 3.
Excuse me.
Oh, we have 6. Yeah, we have 6.
Yeah, you have.
I forgot we had the 3 fleet guys.
Okay, and Randall goes over here. Okay, and then this all gets deleted.
So we've taken all of like the Death Troopers' weapons and stuff, right?
That's a good thing to call out. Now's
Yeah.
a good time to. Where are you putting your troopers, your prisoners?
Under Lucy's guard in one of the cargo bays.
In space.
Okay. So you only really have 2 cargo bays. One has the Droid in it. The other has your ground vehicle in it. Because remember, all these are 1 level.
Oh yeah.
You have some mezzanines. You have 1 mezzanine that doesn't have anything on it that you could probably use.
That's what we'll use.
Okay. So you guys jump out of hyperspace a short distance away, having saved the lives of one of the rebel leaders. It's very grateful. And you have successfully completed today's assignment. You've also captured a Gazante-class cruiser.
Which has a giant fucking hole in it.
It's actually really easy to repair.
We also captured a Lambda shuttle. Which
Which-
has a lot of fucking holes in it.
Yes, a lot of smaller Swiss cheese-style holes.
So up 2 ships and 6 prisoners. Huzzah!
Prisoners, man. I don't like prisoners.
Well, we don't have to
I
deal
could-
with them. You could
I
just
could-
give them to fucking...
Hey,
Yeah, you could.
I
You
could
could.
take them to my office.
I was gonna say to the rebel people, actually, but I mean, if you want to give him to Payne, he can
I
Don't
want to
you
Kevin.
I want to see if the Kevin virus would turn them into Kevins.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you have a virus thing to mess with?
All the humans will become Kevins. I will solve the world's problems.
It'll be a symbiote kind of thing.
We have a Jawa who eats droids and a droid who eats people.
I mean, I feel like the 3 fleet guys, we could let Payne fuck with however we want. The 2 Death Troopers and the Imperial officer, I would honestly say probably just drop them off with the rebels and let the rebels figure out whatever the fuck they want to get out of them.
Just give them to the Wookiee.
That's just giving them to Payne. Just a different version.
Yeah. But I want to make the Wookiee happy.
Yeah, good call, Captain. Good call.
I need at least one of them to help me fly my big ship.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
You've got a Jawa and a Randall in the cockpit with you.
We have a guy talking to his flamethrower, a Randall, and a Jawa. Just keeping 3 Imperial.
There's,
troopers.
there's also the question of, do you actually want to keep the Gazante?
Do you have a place to put it?
You give it to. I thought we were going to give it to the Wookiee guy.
They give it all to the rebellion
Yeah, I mean this
or the
rebel,
Republic or whatever the
We're
fuck
gonna give
they
it
are.
all to the Wookiee.
this rebel leader who has helped you in the past is, he's here. He might have use for a troop transport.
Yeah, sure he does. We'll give it all to him.
Okay.
I give it all to the Wookiee.
All right,
Because the
gentlemen.
dark side has cookies.
I'm going to say that that's been a successful session.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out.
Yep. And we will catch you in 2 weeks for the next